there because of IPOB, the indigenous peoples of Biafra. And they have a target attacking, kidnapping, and killing Biafrans under the territory of Okigwe to Uturu axis. And their main target is to kill Biafrans residing at Ihube Okigwe, Ako Okigwe, Umulolo Okigwe, Ezinati Okigwe, Abobo Okigwe, Aromizogo Okigwe, Umuduru Debagoro. This information says that they will also visit some part of Onimo and Olo for arrest. I want Biafrans within these communities I have mentioned above to be careful. From now, you are receiving this information, and you must be security conscious like it as well. And the military personnel from our barracks have been deployed to go through axis. So I want to use this opportunity to tell the Nigerian DSS that we have gotten the information on how they are collaborating with the military personnel from our barracks to invade Uturu to Okigwe axis, to kill Biafrans, to adopt Biafrans in the search of, in the name of God-related issues. But we have gotten full information that you are coming to kill Biafrans. And another update I want to bring to the notice of the Biafrans all over the world, the consensus peoples of the world, the consensus peoples of Biafrans, especially those living in the land of Biafra, to understand that the shocking revelation I just want to share with you is that someone that was kidnapped, and the revelation I just want to share with you is that someone that was kidnapped and has regained his freedom after ransom was paid. He was kidnapped by some Fulani boys along Road Banda Road in the Isoti local government in the Abia state. He said when he was kidnapped alongside with some people, that you notice that there are some military personnel assisting the kidnappers, the Fulani kidnappers, military personnel assisting Fulani kidnappers to collect ransom from Biafrans they have kidnapped. That they were not far from the home area to Enugu Express Road, but the victim confessed that he saw military men talking and discussing with the Fulani boys that kidnapped them. I want Biafrans also to understand another information. These are the things that is going on in the land of Biafra, and it is a with DSS, are working with DSS to sharing forms of environmental security force to occupy autonomous communities. I come again. Another information is that focus on them with DSS. Nigerian Department of Security are sharing environmental security forms. From the Umuahia to the Enugu Express Road, but the victim confessed that he saw military men talking and discussing with the Fulani boys that kidnapped them. I want Biafrans also to understand another information. These are the things that is going on in the land of Biafra, and it is the duty of the Biafra Liberation Army to enlighten Biafrans all over the world what is currently going on in Imo State. It is a reliable source of information that we got an information that most of them are the U.S. governor of Imo State, the governor of AnnaNG of Imo State, the first governor of Imo State are planning with DSS, are working with DSS to sharing forms of environmental security force to occupy autonomous communities. I come again. Another information is that focus on them with DSS. Nigerian Department of Security are sharing environmental security forms to occupy autonomous communities through the Ministry of Homeland Security and the Vigilante Affairs. This is what currently that is going on now. The personnel of DSS are going to villages, making youth to fill the form. Look at the form. Look at the form. From the Ministry of Homeland Security and Vigilante Affairs, Imo State. And this ministry is owned by Fulanis in Imo State. And these are the forms, the rules that they want to use for Fulanis to have entrance points into our different communities. But Biafrans are hereby warned by the Biafra Liberation Army of Imo State Command. Video to pass a sharp warning to who is recognized to stay away from most of them and the DSS terrorist security vigilante group force. These forms are hereby proscribed and prohibited as a terrorist security group in Biafra land. And any community, any PC, any chairman, any SA, any council councillor in the Eastern Banner, in the Human Banner, in the Yoruba, in Ogo, in this way, in Okigwe, in fondo. Ịpụta n'ụtụtụ na-agụrụ fondo. Ịpụta n'ụtụtụ ị na-agụrụ fondo, na-agụrụ fondo. Ọfọ mmeri, ọfarụ isi ike, na-agụrụ ọfọ. Ha ga-enwe mmeri na eke, ha ga-enwe mmeri n'ori, ha ga-enwe mmeri n'arụ, afọ, ha ga-enwe mmeri na nkwọ, ha ga-enwe mmeri n'ụtụtụ, ehihie, abalị. Ha ga-enwe mmeri n'azụ, ha ga-enwe mmeri n'ihu, ha ga-enwe mmeri n'aka ebe, ha ga-enwe mmeri n'aka nri, ha ga-enwe mmeri n'elu, ha ga-enwe mmeri n'ala. Na-agụrụ fondo, na-agụrụ fondo. Ha volunteer, ha wepụtara onwe ha iji wee mee ihe ahụ. Ndị na ha bụ gọvanọ ga-emenwu to protect you, to protect this thing you have not overrun. Okay? Yes. If ọbụla media na-egosi ihe ha na-agabiga, the number of amori mgbe Nigeria na-ebu aga efesa ha na-eji ogbunigwe destroy, ha na-akpatusi echi mata ihe ha na-alụ ọgụ a alụ terrorist leader has no repentance. Ha bụjuru amị na banya ka na-ebute ya gala military marshal na Owerri ga-adres ndị na-ebe a ka ekesi anyanwụ ọbụrụ ihe ji ala ọbụrụ mmanya aka ji agba gị pụta ihe mere ha ji aka ọbụla n'eklesibụla a na-agba kashu ihe na-ata ahụ anyị ha jikwa na-emekwa n'otu abụ ka iwere dị self ya bụ sometimes etinye sit at home ime ya obe ya ji etinye ofu ihe asị sit at home ka nwa ohere achọ ka ha dọta ndị iro ebe ha ga-eme ha agwọ ha ịba ha ga-ekwe abịa achọ ka enwere ka imiti ebe ha nọ ka mgbọ ghara ịtụ innocent people sometimes emegide ndị afụla mehala of power ha ga-riri m ahịa sometimes emebajara attack innocent people so therefore na sit at home eme ya obe ma ngwa na-azụ ahịa ebe dị otu a na-aga enye passport tight ndị ji ego private jet mana atụ nke na-ebuche Vatican City ma Canterbury mana na ebe kwesịrị pụta atụ gị bụla Biafra gọọmenti, Biafra Liberation Army, Biafra Defense Forces onye mara ihe dị ma ya mee ya imekwa ime ihe agadi ma ka nweghị eziokwu ma Chukwu okike ma ndị isi ya mụọ ala ga-pọnishi ga-ataga ahụfụ ndị nwa na-abụrụ ọdịla ekwu okwu na ndị ka mgba gị ọdịmụ na na-ekwu ya mụ na ele egwu hapụ na ịwọch Nigeria media with this Nigeria media reporter will mislead you ihe na-agba gị bụ ọ na-adị maka achụ ego ojulu oke anyịkwa ma gba ofu efuru ego gị ahụ ọ nwere ego emerụ ma ọ bụla iweta ya were ego difendị onwe gị nwekwana onye lara gị biko ọ weta ego gị ahụ ka were ya saa abụọ ka were ya protect ya village nke nwa na abroad nga ya eme ịbata ha ị ga-ọghara ebụla fụla na-ete ekele over ya village nwa ozi ebe ị nwere Lagos ebe ahụ ị nwere ụlọ Lagos akụtuolie ka ọ ka mgbaghị eziokwu ihe achụpụgala ihe a ga-ete ekele over ya village aga-enye gị ezumike na city information important that happens of mention rural area, then they go to urban area. Village where also struggle the city, while village. And new reserve village in Akabia, but also Limon then work as if you know alternative another ancestral home, another ancestral land. Opposite to Feba Kaimon. Anna Halaya, Jayabula, I can get him. Open cook or walk along I'm a game method. I need to think about it takes 3 to 7 minutes. Has to go take a go and see that log. The take a hang on the back of your area. Put the number. song, play it, sing it, all hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. We shall always remember all that perished in the struggle for our freedom. All hail our heroes, our precious heroes, who day and night save them always. All hail Biafra. No star shines everywhere. We crave humility. God guide and protect us all. All hail your wisdom, shielding us from tyranny. Unleashed by honor and might and love. Thank you, BIAFRANS. Greetings, thanks for joining. Thank you so much. This place will not take long. There's something I want to say before I go on. Whenever I open space, even if it's just two people I see there, I pass the message and the message I want to pass. Yes. Sometimes you may get up and they have some messages. Then looking for avenue to pass it to our people. And one of the avenue is space here. And that is why please share the space to other platforms. And there's something I want to, it's not an order. The host of this place is 100% loyal to the government, 100% loyal to the government of Biafra government in exile, the leaders, and Biafran people. Because Biafrans are the government, and the government is government of Biafra. So, in this place, I am following the order of the government. There are things I want to introduce, in as much is not against or is not going contrary to the government or the law, charter of Biafra. It may be applicable to other space, but this space, please, accolade is prohibited. Don't give me. Okay, you come here whenever you want to speak, go straight to the point. I don't need that accolade. Okay, because there's something I realize. Some of our people cannot handle that accolade. Some people cannot handle it. Rather, making them to do more, actually making them to feel they have arrived. So in the sense that not everybody can handle the accolades, so it's better we stop it, reduce it. I realize that accolade is taking much in what we're doing, and the people are just, can I say, abusing it, because not everybody will handle the accolades. So therefore, please, you may be on that, but space I'm handling is prohibited. Like here, I did not activate the anonymous listener. I did not activate it. I have reason for that. If you want to listen to us, you come to listen. Yes, you're welcome. But for somebody to come and hide anonymous to be listening, who is that is the person is among those who are on the space here, we consider them as part of us.
When they will tell you they are not around, they are travel, or they are busy with something, without knowing that they are listening to you anonymous, is unacceptable. If you want to be enemy, I will respect you as enemy. At least I'll give you some respect for that boldness. But for you hiding, come and think, dining with me while you actually enemy within, I consider you the worst. So it's unacceptable for me, by me. This Chetma audio, first and foremost, please, greetings once again. All protocol observed. I am Moeka Shuku, aka code number. I am not feeling fine health-wise since yesterday, but it's not to that extent that I cannot talk. Even when my health is worse than here when I was in hospital, I am talking. Hospital bed for years, I'm talking, let alone now. So it can't stop me from talking. So what am I trying to say here is this. And again, please, my people, you will agree with me. Anybody who is in this liberation and they're really concerned about what is going on, you agree with me. When you do certain things and you see the way it goes, you need to sit back and analyze how far you've gone and how well you have actually achieved something for positive in support of our result. So having done that, if there's something that you deem factors militating against our resolve, then what you have to do is to scrap it or mitigate it in order to perhaps see a positive result. This is government platform. Yes, they are not everything governments. Not each government reply to. Government don't reply to anything. Not every baradash, every gossip government reply to. Unless if you deem it that you're not under the government or you are on your own, you can do whatever you like. But if you are consider yourself under the government, this government, and you are totally loyal to the government as a patriotic Biafran, Biafra first is non-negotiable. And some issues that stranger within, when you look at it, you see that it's too low or it's too thing for governments to be responding to, as long as you are on the government platform. So no such thing you bring here because it's a distraction. It's a distraction. This time around, our people, we do not focus. We are focused on the speaking about the gossip of people or distraction they deliberately put out there. It's taking a lot of our time. Instead of we exposing the atrocities of Nigeria, analyzing the things they are doing, we are complaining of people, those who were never real from the one, based on their actions. They never real from the one, so we use those things to take our much times in something that is necessary. Okay, so we can't be coming on space and talking about those who we have seen that they are enemy. Somebody that from the one, we only hear his voice, no name, no facial, we cannot describe how he looks like, even though some know. But that person has proven that he's not real from the one. Even his cover, despite the money he's making, is not contributing. Okay? Just like the Alima to Abubakar, the money they used to gain their way into our government, as she wanted to chew those money along, even took beyond 10 times or 20, 100 times more than what she actually contributed to the government to have her way into the government. So having known that these people, they are not part of us, there's no point of us bringing them to dominate our spaces all the time. It's not proper. It's not happening because they are deliberately putting those things to distract us. Just like the shambolic trial, illegal trial they are carrying out, which is an insult to the above 80 million Biafrans in the what's it called, in the Nigeria. When the courts, 3 courts, 2 federal high courts, have actually given the judgment in favor of Ali Namazina Khan, the second to the highest court giving judgment said that no court in Nigeria should try it, has the jurisdiction to try a leader. They should return him to where they kidnapped him and compensate him and just listen to his demand. And imagine, instead of obeying that order, they began to parabolate, began to hanky-panky to doctor, Photoshop evidences. Even all the crime committed by Fulani, all of them, they bring it on our heads, on Biafran's head, because a leader there is, who you see there is Biafra. He's just representing the Biafra there. Okay? So the first place for those who accepted for that trial to take place is what I don't know why they accepted it. Yes. Do you remember that the Almat Abubakar brother sneaked in to be part of the Lego team that represented Damas Nankan? And imagine what will be his duty there. When the Lego teams, after their strategies, how to defend, he will leak the information to the side of the terrorist government. That would have been his job. Yes. And when we're telling the people that this woman is not a Biafran, not even half blood, quarter blood, 100% Fulani. Only the advantage that she was born in Biafra land, she happened to be fluent in spoken language and gave herself name also like his brother who is planning to be Anambra State governor. Can you imagine if this explosion did not happen, that his brother tomorrow, if we did not do what we're supposed to do and become your governor? That is when when the person is there, Fulani will be killing, they will support him Fulani. Nobody will order arrest of Fulani. You'll be surprised. And when some people will be talking, you'll be referring to the person as the Igbo people. You're using that kind of person to generalize to others who are putting effort to do something, and you don't know how much such generalization go in demoralizing or in hurting the mind of those who have been sacrificing, taking bullets for many decades now for the entire people. Taking bullets without you knowing that the infiltrated bloods are the one being used in all this nonsense. They are the one being used in all this internal division, internal hatred, sabotage. They are the one being used. Even the misbred and those from the lineage of Warren chiefs. That is why when some people come into compare Biafra freedom fighting like any in the history of the world, then I deem it that either they lack knowledge of the history, of the peculiarity of Biafra freedom fighting, that none in the history of the world can be compared to that in terms of the peculiarities. In terms of duration, this freedom fighting has lasted almost 57 years, if not more than, or 55 years. All those times they tell you war ended, the war did not end because there's no year they will not unlive 1,000 innocent Biafrans. Extrajudicially killing, deliberate stigmatization, deliberate demonization, deliberate stereotyping, demonization on purpose. When another person commits crime, they look around, they pin it to Igbo person. They look for Igbo person to kidnap and pin that crime on him. Ask yourself why. Before coming of IPOB, anytime you bring newspaper for any crime, it must be an Igbo person. Anytime you open newspaper for any crime, it must be an Igbo person. So what happened? That suddenly changed because then we were not on media, we were not in charge of media. The Yoruba media collaborate with the Fulani to continue, of which I witnessed it. I witnessed it. So that is what they have been doing for long. They will torture the person into accepting false, statements, and they keep the video. They unlive the person and harvest the organ. When the people come, they will show them the video. That is stock in trade of the SARS. They are good at it. To the extent they will get the contact of the family member, they will threaten them. Even Abakari will confiscate the people's property, sell it, or turn the management to himself, getting the money after threatening the family, even because he have the backing of the IG of police and other terrorists in charge of the government had their backing. So he threatened the family. If you are sure of protection now, call the family of victim of Abakari or victim of what I'm saying to come out and give their own account, assure them of security. I'm telling you, you will see those who are alive, because many, they go ahead to wipe out the family. We're seeing what is going on today. I will play the audio again of Chetima, because having listened to some of our people, I realized that they don't analyze that audio. And when what he said in that audio is being played, that some yet to understand, some yet to understand that audio is being implemented. I realized so. And they came with the division, which they always use their slave, pig in Greek and co, the like of pig in Greek, the Arab slave, the vultures. They always use them to play in order to demonize, to speak what they have always spoken that is not new against the Igbos, against the noble race. The only race the Lugard used, the great Igbo race. You want to stigmatize them, to continue insulting them, who have taken bullets for all indigenous people. Continue demonizing them, which I am part of them. My parents are part of them. You think I will be happy seeing you talking that trash? I won't take it from you. And henceforth, anybody I find so, I will be ruthless against that person. If you want to tackle what is going on, you should understand that the land is being infiltrated. Who are the warrant chiefs? Ajofia is like our prison, the prison sentence ground for the people who committed crime in our land before the coming of this Western imperialist. And our fathers, our ancestors, they don't share blood of human being, unless by mistake. They don't deliberately share blood. And that is the reason why the idiot like Hope Uzodinma is alive, because during that time, some people still retain that particular, don't allow the blood of the son of the land to share in the land. So what happened? Our fathers invented iron technology. They did many scientific breakthroughs. This blasphemous, the word talking about, invented by my ancestors. So they only focus in using it for their iron, for their quinotesis and the farm tools. They place iron bag on it and convert it into or what's it called, a shrine, or can I say is oracle, and forbid people from using it into as a weapon to make a weapon against fellow human being. Of which, if they wanted to conquer the entire West Africa, that time they will have what it takes to do so. But being those whom their philosophy is one of their philosophies is live and let live, they never do so. So most of the people banished who committed crime against land then were banished. Some of them were those who tried to violate that law of not using the iron technology to form a weapon. Some other related crime. And that's other people in Arab then, they stoned to death. the Western world, they are owned, either they electrocuted or they have other means, the sentence to life imprisonment. So, but our own sentence that time is to banishment, some period of 7 years. They will come back, and after, when they come back, after they do some cleansing, and they were accepted back into the community. So that was how come about those warrant chiefs. When these people tried to invade our land, they couldn't succeed. They had to send their spies to know what makes our people so unique, so united, and so powerful. Or like other areas, it took them a day, it took them 1 day, it took them 2 days, it took them 1 month, 1 year to invade, to conquer. So their spy, they send, realized that one of the things, the reason is these people, they are so united, they are so hardworking, dedicated in worship of their God, and he said there are no criminality, no beggar. And you will tell me which kind of society will not get criminality and beggar? Which kind of society will not that leave their doors open? Is it a society that is corrupt or a crime? The answer is no. It's a well-structured society that functions properly. So these people came that time after that spy said that for them to succeed, they have to introduce to them outdated Western education and fake religion. The missionaries who came that time to execute that years later penetrated through the people that affected their family member were banished, which is normal, how to punish the offender, those who commit crime, whom those people, they have their own, and theirs are worse than that, or even to date, that of our ancestors is more better than any today. So those family members, whom their family members were affected, they felt cheated, they felt that they were being maltreated without knowing that even better than other people in other continents. So this missionaries penetrated through them by coming with a gift and that outdated education and other things. So they felt that these people have their interest at heart. So through them, they got some information about the land. That's through them they got to know about that Ajo where people who were that are banished, where they are being kept, the area they are serving their jetan. According to some are being handed over to the gods. Nobody were being killed. So what did they do? They went and gathered those people and moved them to OGOJA, began to radicalize them because they realized that for them to succeed in penetrating the land, they had to use the people of the land. They radicalized them. So in 1904, they used people from Ghana, other countries, Africa they have conquered, and other the Western European people, armed forces, including with those people that radicalized those warrant chiefs. They invaded Aro Temple, stole all IKI, so historical facts, documents written in CBD, Isimbido, archive writing system, many things. They had to burn that temple down. And that warrant chiefs, the people that warrant chiefs, they used to force voters against our mothers that led to the Aba Women Revolution, they called Aba Women Riot, which led to the death of many 50 mothers, and they actually succeeded in that particular reason. They embarked on that revolution in 1929 to 30. That same people occupy leadership position. Even the first missionaries, the first people that went to theological school, missionary school, are from the same people. From the same people. When they introduced this kingship, which is not alien to us, all we practice is the opera dynasty, the opera system dynasty. That is what we practice. So they convert to kingship. They are the first people that occupy that positions, or this alien kingship. So they moved to the genocidal war. They are the same people that sabotage the war. They work for the invaders. They work for Britain and the Nigeria. When the money were being seized, they not seized. Being that none of them were punished, that is why we have many saboteurs today. I want our people to understand the source of saboteur, so that when you are talking, you stop insulting the people who have suffered, died for everybody. But those who sheepishly cowardice change their name because they don't want to die or they want to gain favor from you, then you'll be a bit the one to open your mouth to talk against those who have sacrificed everything for you. It's unacceptable by me. When I see enemy, I'm saying that, but when I see anybody who is fighting with us here to use that, I feel I can't take it. The day that the people who occupy the position, the saboteurs, because they were not dealt with. Had it been the world did not end that way, that they were dealt with, it can't be like this. You can't see much saboteur today. And another means that raise saboteur, even those who are occupying legislative positions, is a Hab massacre. And what led to that Hab massacre? The sense sabotage. The sense sabotage. Because you think that foreigner will like you more than your own people. You think that you want to please the foreigner. You wear white to go and they claim one Nigeria to surrender one Nigeria. They did not look at you. They line you up and they mowed down 4,000 plus men. That action led to our mothers being raped, pregnated. Different those generals then, who some of them are immigrants, some are indigenous, Yoruba and the Middle Belt. They took multiple women and they pregnated them. Today, those children, none of them are in suffering. They are all in position. Many bank directors you see today are that products. Those who have been ruling you today in your various states are products of those rape. Some high rank officers that you see today that are still remaining in zoo armed forces are product of those rape. That is how come. I tell you, there's no typical Igbo man that we sabotage what we're doing. Because this is what they have been taking bullets from the one, what they died for. So I want for us to be guided when making some statements that tend to insult the fallen heroes and the people who have still sacrificing today. But those who deliberately change their names, that we are trying to come together, that the enemy have actually divided us, instead of you to join hand or whatever happen, they correct it, and they want to dance on that tone of the enemy by still dancing to that demonization. Are you for real? Are you with us, or you are deliberately want to play the card of the enemy by pretending to be part of us? Today they are playing the card of division and trying to make our leaders and their what they are sacrificing for to be irrelevant among our people, and some people cannot see it. That is why I say, please, if it's the accolade that is diverting our attention, I don't need it. Don't accolade me. You don't need to thank me. I'm doing what I'm doing for myself. I don't need it. If it's what is making our people not to understand what is going on. We listen to all Shettima audio, we'll play it again, and I will analyze it properly. So that you see what is going on today. Not that audio is what is going around. As I said, no Biafran person to condemn any Biafra or anything, or whether they tell you it's fake drug, nothing like fake drug. As far as no Fulani is in prison, no Biafran person is a criminal. You don't have the right. As long as no Fulani is in prison, no Fulani is being arrested or prosecuted, despite the sundry gross crime being committed by them. They are the highest looter. 80% of the looters are public treasure. None of them are being molested by EFCC. How many of them are being molested by DSS? You talk about fake, toxic food. The cow they sleep with that we have injected their nonsensical cancerous vaccine. Evidence are there. You nonsensical not that you did not go after them. Then you want to carry out your economic strangulation against my people by locking down 5,000 shops, and they want to make money. Imagine 500,000 to 5,000 shops. Do you think who is championing it? Shettima. Shetima is behind those things. Shetima is behind it. And some who think that they can see, they cannot see those things. They use the pig, the pig that I will cut off his head. I will cut off his head, or the like of me will cut off his head, because he's nearest to grave. They want to do the bidding of the enemies, Arab slaves everywhere. They're using him to talk trash. And that kind of people, we must understand that they are not there for you. If you call yourself a Jew today and they're supporting the fool, the idiotic pig in the Greek, whom has no investment in the land but outside in Togo, Cotonou or Togo, when it happened, he will run away. That is where his family are. Do you believe in your land when investment is outside? Are you sure that the blood? Are you aware of the blood that runs in him? Can you vouch for him? Can you hit your chest and say you know in total about him? Just like anybody, you don't see the person's face. Even if you see the face, you don't know the person. You don't know the blood around that person. Once you see the person going against what we're doing, put it in the categories of enemy. We have two categories. Either you are enemy or you are you are for us. Either you are against us or you are for us. And those who are against us, they are enemy. That is category they are. They are not part of us. They are not BIAFRANS. That is category I deem them. Until DNA test prove otherwise. That is it. That is how is it. If we have this mentality, it will help us to move on and stop lamenting. Lamentation or asking of one thing will not give you any progress. Rather, he will demoralize others. We don't hear, we don't lament, we don't complain. Or we know that anybody who is falling, then you put the person aside and trash his anything when necessary and move on. Because their intention is to distract us and draw us back. And we must understand that and not fall for it. Yes, that is the intention. To distract us while they are executing their plan. Musa and the co executing their plan. Yes. Executing their plan, that is what they're doing. So having known that, you don't have to allow those things to draw you back. We need to focus in exposing what they are doing in our lands and letting our people to know what they are doing. For those who are sitting back, that don't want to bring their money and know that the Shetima audio will cut up with them. That audio, what he said, they will show up. I will analyze that audio and you see that everything he said there is, or everything he accused the Igbos is lies. He cannot provide evidence, and the Kule is too dumb. He knows that those things he was saying there is lies, but he dominated the conversation. He cannot provide. These people, the thing they are doing is what they will bring to accuse you. Whenever anything they accuse you is what they are doing, and that is they are stuck in thread. Could have been delivered man was saying na so, so no so, na so, no so, na so no so, na so. All the things they are doing is what they accuse others. And they're there. The Oba of Lagos is talking about the let's see whether he will be relevant in that Lagos, whether he's still relevant. Fulani will use you and destroy you. Lagos, you see today, they tell you they want to give Lagos a statue, special statue. Lagos have already apportioned, and let me tell you something. If you're a Yoruba person, mark it somewhere. Ordinary, those any Yoruba person you see in Lagos there, maybe Fulani Father the Yoruba, or those like of $10, then you get them. But ordinary, you will not have any portion in Lagos, let alone you, a Biafran person. If you try to reason, try to do what you're supposed to do now. A time come, you will lose everything. Once you get yourself. Because those who fail to reason to analyze the future, they always suffer. Just like I'm telling those who come to social media to analyze the nonsensical trial they are doing, they're not supposed to take place. They're using that thing to distract you. And you see them, they are silent. When they are silent, they are doing underground work. destruction. And they think that winning, somebody say winning. Winning what? What kind of nonsense winning is that? Winning on what? When you have won already, they give order. Why did they refuse to in that trial? When they did not hearken to the judgment of the appeal court? Then what makes you think that that nonsense you are doing there is this thing? Gulak was killed by Fulani, Ali Mungunu. The evidence are there, I have it. Okay? Ali Mungunu. The army couple they killed in the Benue and said it's in Imo State. Our prime minister analyzed it with forensic analysis. I have it. I have it. The analysis will be my Facebook. Not in this S, but that of Ali Mungunu is my S here. Because that time I don't think I have not created this S account. Okay? That's that particular couple, army couple. Because the same thing they're doing today, because the person speaks Igbo. But they think that they will only deceive people because the person speaks Igbo. They're fair. That's why Prime Minister Samuel Ekpa busted many of their stage managed arts. After they think that they have done it perfect, when they bring it public, Prime Minister Samuel Ekpa will pieces it and bring out their expose them with evidence-based, and throw it, frustrate them in that particular stage managed arts. He did this several times. Most of us who followed him, we agree with what I'm saying. He was very good at it, and he will analyze it. This particular army couple owned the part of their private parts. That thing happened in Benue, but they shifted it in the Imo State. To the extent, the name they mentioned, our Intex week in search, in assassination, after all, there's no name associated to that in Old Imo State. The background of that particular something, because let me tell you, whether you like it or not, every state have their background. They have unique feature in their background. There's unique features in their land. Especially between the south, the Biafra land and the middle belt and the north. There are unique. Our soil, our background of the soil, our forest is not the same. There's something different. Okay. So our prime minister was able to do forensic analysis and they zoom that particular video, or is it a picture, or they zoom the picture, and in that background there was a wedding card because that couple wanted to get married. Wedding card in that background. That wedding card. Please share this space. Excuse me. That wedding card, our prime minister zoom it, and the address there is Benue. The address is showing Benue, but they're telling you that we're saying that is Imo State. Okay, why I'm saying this, I'm telling the legal team, if they lack evidence, we will supply them evidence, because everything about this couple and that Ali Mungunu, everything, those who follow our leader Mazinanga Prince Amonepa, we agree what I'm saying. If you have their page, that is on there, because we share those things on our page. Even so, they deleted our promise YouTube, we still have it because we share those broadcasts. Okay, so that is zoom it, and again the man cover his face and speaking Igbo. Then he come again that the knife they used, no Igbo man that uses that knife. No Igbo man that uses that knife, the knife they use. Our promise was able to pinpoint that. And 3 days later, somebody called from Benue and said, called from Barak, said that he's right. That couple was killed in Benue, that's because their senior don't want them to get married. That is why they killed them, and they want to use the avenue to invade the Igbo land. Several times they stage manage something like that, just like what our defense council spokesperson in the video that I played before I started this particular in the beginning of this program. He said that they want to DSS and the terrorists in uniform, they want to invade our village to attack them in the mind that the court related issue, that there's a court clashes or court issue. This is what they have been doing. Okay? Court clashes. So they wanted to use that particular incident and accuse that the person was killed in Imo for them to have something to hold to invade our land. And our land, that's particular that killing, they brought it in the courts. This nonsensical trial, they carrying there, said the trial. And that's a Munguni case. Okay? So all the baradash they are bringing up there, anybody who allow that in common space, instead of you to be mean, to be funding our defense forces, so that they will know that you are mean, that you are not, that thing they are doing there, that you know that they are there doing, you know what they are doing. You are there showing your expression that it is what they are doing there is in your favor. At the end, they will disappoint you because you don't want to focus. Instead of you to focus and be mean, so that that your focus in funding the forces will compel them to do the right thing. But when you come on social media, begin to analyze nonsense, saying you are winning. I don't know what you are winning. You are winning where they did not obey the court order, and they begin to, those who kidnapped, committed crime against us are the one trying us. You say you are winning. What kind of nonsensical winning is that? You are winning. Then you relax. You are winning. Why they are penetrating, doing evil underground? They're distracting you with that nonsensical trial. Unless those of you who are doing that, you are the same from the camp of Alimatu Abubakar. But if you're a true Biafran doing that rubbish, stop. Stop. Focus on what is happening in our land, what they are committing, and exposing them from that side. And continue. Tomorrow is fundraising. Funding, so that our defense forces will extend what they are doing. That's the only solution to get them to do the right thing, not that nonsense you are analyzing on social media. Thank you. Before I continue, my brother just come in, please. You have the mic to lend your voice before I continue, because I want to go replay that audio of Shetima, and I pinpoint all the lies there, and they also analyze our people. That thing he said they will do there, that they've started it, and they will complete everything he said there. And if you fail to rise up, you will suffer it. I will go analyze it back. And please share this space, okay? Thank you. You have the mic.
Good morning. I still remember your brother, Mazi Chinedago, Cyprus assistant admin. Honestly speaking, Mazi, I thank you for all the marathon space we have been doing since yesterday. But why I decided, yesterday I was actually at work. I didn't have that time to speak from my work. But I was pained that a whole our Heroes Remembrance Day, one idiot that called himself Annie made a clip, a 8 minutes clip that he was blatantly talking nonsense. Sometimes these people, like you likely say, seriously, I thank God that in a way I'm not an insider to this government, but I'm around the corridor in this government. This issue of DNA must be conducted by all means, because sometimes when you see some Biafrans talking, you will think that they are making sense, that they have something to say, but at the end of the day, they will have no sense, they will have nothing to say. They will totally be talking nonsense, that Nigeria was created as a business, that when Ojukwu, after Ojukwu ran to exile, that he finally found out that he didn't even fight with Nigeria state, that the people that he fought was the owner of the company, which is the Military and Co. That he found out that those people passing, that that's why after when he come back from his exile, that he want that nobody to ever go into this war again. That nobody to ever go into this war again. But now our people are started trying to do that thing, start that war again. That's why Nigeria, that's why when they want to do their presidential election, they will go to Chatham House to debate. Anybody that they see that they have a good idea for Nigeria that will lead to their own detriment, the person will not enter. They take P2B election as an example. Take the video that Babangida made as an example. I was seriously shocked to my bone marrow. And what pained me is that this video, a whole Remembrance Day, this stupid Annie Dons made that video. Anyway, I will make a video for him and respond to him. Then
I watched the video. I saw it. I saw it. The only thing that he said that nobody should fight again. The ones in the north are they fighting? They brought. You see people that they come to annihilate. They want to take over your land and they say you want to sit back. That is moron for that for making that statement.
Seriously, Mazen, honestly speaking, I have come to understand one thing in this our Biafra liberation. You see, every true genuine Biafrans, by the grace of God, everything that is happening, it does not indirectly affect those genuine Biafra and their family members. It is stupid people like this those that Nigeria that he said that we shouldn't fight will happen. I was trying to think, Fulanis are killing people every day. The North is being attacked. So because of the West, the Britain don't want you to have independence. So you will not fight. And you come to make that video in a kind of, what have you done, dude, is what is called in literature, it is called satire. A irony, like a scarcism, irony that is used with content. Indirectly, you're just trying to tell us that all these things we are doing won't bring any result, that that we should not get ourselves killed. When the time reach, that boy will run away from our land, because I can't even believe a whole independent, I don't know if I'm making sense, our whole Independence Day, that we are, that to the extent we have gained this momentum. What is trying to say that he's indirectly mocking Mazi Simon Ekpa, he's indirectly mocking our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and he's indirectly demoralizing the rest of us. This how you done now. Do you know? Do you know that
my brother, please, I understand where you're going, but please, that person, based on what you are saying, is dumb, and we don't want to use him to drag us more. That is why I don't want people like that. I want us to focus on what we're doing, because he's a dumb. Okay. Like you said, when you have a knife, you run away. So let us focus on what we're doing, because he's a fool. They got to work for you. You don't want to work.
Do you know this that Methodist prelate that was kidnapped and is paid 100 million naira? Do you know that his son Uche Ebenezer, his son, which is in the same line of business now, is now a reverend. Do you know that he's my classmate? We are in the we have this kind of old boys association. This boy said that I should be removed from the platform from preaching Biafra. That we are the one, and this people, and this boy is from, they are from that Ihube. In this same Ihube now, that they are trying to bomb.
One thing you want, that brother. One thing. These people, we must continue seeing people like that, okay? And for them, if we allow them to distract us, that means we don't know what we're doing. Who we trash them by focus. Doesn't do what we
Nobody. Nobody is getting distracted. I'm just using this as an illustration to buttress my point. So what I'm trying to say, I asked him in the group that this did you who kidnapped your father? Did you pay ransom to IPOB? See, I thought your father came out and said that it was Fulani that he paid ransom to. So what I'm trying to say is this now is that I call on every Biafran, never be distracted of as long as a true genuine Biafran, don't buy into this propaganda. Don't everybody now Heroes Day, everybody has started posting Heroes Day, Heroes Day, Heroes Day, even though that are using it as a way of content creating, but in other way, it's still Biafra preaching. Okay, but I want to lift in area. Heroes Day, but once you come to this, bring out your fund, you will start hearing rubbish. In this Cyprus on 15th of October 2022, I can't forget that day in a group house, I fought because of Biafra. Analog Nobudo in a group house, when the argument got heated, what happened? When you start talking about Biafra, everybody will tell you, yeah, this, that, but bring out your phones, they will start talking rubbish. So what I'm trying to any Biafra, any to do Biafra. Yes, Biafra is not in the gift of man to give. It's called government to give that we give us Biafra, yes. But that does not mean that we make a zero effort. No, because Chukwu Kaban has promised that we will go with this one with nothing, but he will prove to us that he is God. What he means that it does not mean that we should not have a point of contact. That we do not believe. What this thing means that no matter any effort we have, compared to the human forces that is fighting against us, that don't want us to have our freedom, that thing is nothing. But let us not be that. Let us start.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Your mic is not clear properly. I don't know, maybe it's where you are, okay? Your mic is not clear.
Okay. I have.
Yeah, maybe it's where you. Thank you so much. I understand where you're saying, my brother. Everything you said is well understood, okay? What I'm trying to say is this. If anybody that tell you such thing, ask him, the people they are killing in the north, the people that I see people in Benue, in the capital city, they are running. You see the video. It's ask the person, the idiot. Those people that they are killing in the north, taking their villages, changing the name, are they fighting for anything? Just that only answer is with the person. Let the person answer you. So we don't listen to those morons. They are cowards. They are cowards, and most of them are mad that lack of the idiot that went to kneel down for the terrorist founder. So we don't need them. If you follow them, they will be distractors. Just if any of them, whatever they are doing, any platform they are doing that, if you have opportunity to enter that platform, you reply them there. Then when we come to a platform here, we don't need to use those things to dominate what we're doing. We need to focus, because I kind of realized that most of those people, they are being sent to distract us, and watch many of them coming out. Chetima control the security now, and most of them are going out, are being moved with the security guards. So you will have them to do their biddings. So don't be surprised. More of them will come out. When you want to do the bid, can withdraw the security. He's in charge. Then when he withdraw it, he will only tell the person to do what he wants him to do. So don't be surprised when you see them. And whenever you hear them speaking like this, you go to the platform, you tell them that you are not surprised. And they will do the biddings, because they are enabled and they are slaves to this. So they are slaves for about their money. So let us play that Chetima audio again and analyze it properly. And for those who watch this space later, I will share it widely for our people. I will copy the link even and share it in the analysis we're going to give there, so that some of us will contribute in that particular analysis, so that we let them know, because people have memory. Chetima is here to play. That's why he said that he will be in charge of security, Tinubu will be in charge of economy. And I can tell you that everything that is happening now, Tinubu have no say. Chetima is the one in charge doing those things. Imagine closing 4,000 shops. Did anybody come and say that the medicine they brought in that place that he harmed them? Even though they can, people come, that one is no problem. That one cannot move me because they can arrange 100 people tomorrow to come and say that. You know, whenever you see anybody claim to be able to come and speak against what we're doing, remember Alimat Abubakar. Whenever you see anybody claim to be Biafran to come and speak against what we're doing, remember Alimat Abubakar. Okay, remember them. Remember them. There are many. Whenever you see anybody claim to come and say his name is Shioma, his name is Ogeshuku, his name is Okod, his name is this, and he came to speak to undermine what we're doing against our leader Maznaka, against our promise, against Biafra effort to free themselves. You remember Alimat Abubakar. So don't allow them to distract you. Whenever you see any of them, you remember Alimat Abubakar. So that is it. So you know that there are the enabler, there are those who are Igbo by name and the spoken language. They are not part of us. So you shouldn't allow them to distract you. Let me play that audio again, Chetima audio again, so that we can take it a bit by bit. Because I don't know, I think maybe our Prime Minister is one that analyzed that audio, or he has not done that. I don't know. I can't remember if he analyzed that audio. Because we just listened to that audio, no critical analysis in that audio.
Congratulations. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Honestly, I accept your congratulations.
The voice is low, but I don't know. Is it coming out? Give me thumbs up if it's coming out.
When our people were being killed in Borno State, left and right, Bauchi, Gombe, everywhere in the north. Of course.
Thank you.
Remember, you were saying that was there any Southerner among us? We were the one killing ourselves. I always remember this statement, Mr. Kule. But look at this today now. Today, our brother is in charge, and I'm sure he made it clear to the world. The first thing he said was that he was moving the command of the Nigerian army to Maiduguri and even Boko Haram is over. So if not your brother as the president, who will do it for you? But we could have done it to anybody in Nigeria. But you can see that some people refuse to do it for us.
Lie. You see, look at the kind of country somebody want to validate, the kind of contraption. His brother is in charge, and if your brother is not, who will do it for them? Who is in charge now? Who is in charge now? And we have seen how they are doing it for everybody. You see, this gentleman is worse than any. This man is worse. You see, this man, he behind the Chibok.
It's the devil himself, yes.
Exactly. He's behind the Chibok girl. And remember, there is one Igbo man that owns free station in the north. This man killed that Igbo man. And I don't know why I lost the video. The day he killed him, the day he showed the man to the people that assassinated him, the man, he made the man wear short. He made the man, that time he was a governor. He exchanged pleasantly with that man. They shake hand. And when you look at Chetman's countenance, he had eye contact, showed that he was telling the people, look at, he's the man. 2 days later, they killed the man, they assassinated the man. He owned a free station. Very simple man, the not for an Igbo man. So, a very evil man is the one instigating everything. And what I want to see here, to see how dumb Kule is. He dominated the conversation, a false word into his mouth. He's doing so whether all this, you can't even tell him that what they're saying is lie because of they want a favor, want a political favor, and that favor, because of that favor, he won't allow evil to continue. Instead of telling the man that evil told that they stop to know that the evil they are doing, that you know it, you are there accepting rubbish, and he said that his brother is in charge. Look at the system where people are voting because of their brother. And that is brother that's in charge now. We see how he's favoring other people that need dominated everywhere. And I want to tell you that today, if you don't know it, I want you to go and read the Lugard reports of 1901, 1902, 1903. Lugard report to His Royal Majesty, those who sent him. Go and see all the crime you see today, from kidnapping, extortion, human kidnapping, organ harvesting, human trafficking, everything you see today related to crime from A to Z. I go there, we prove it to you in that order. Go and read that thing. If you don't have it, I'll send it to you. Fulani brought everything to our land, to the land. Fulani bring everything. Fulani are lazy to the core. They never work, nothing. Lazy to the core. And you know that this north you see to the north, not one country. All these states in the north are different countries. That audio, I mean, that report will tell you, we confirm this to you. You see all these states you see in the north, all the names you see today are the same H name they are bearing. Only in the south, they come and change name. They deceive you into changing name. They change your name, Igbocha to Port Harcourt, and you accepted it. Okay? Only in the south. All the Kaduna you see today, the same Kaduna. Lokoja you see the state, the same Lokoja, all of them. And all these states you see are regarded as country. During that time, if you don't have that report, Lugard report about the north, that report will prove you that all the atrocities you see today, everything they regarded as crime, financial crime, and crime from A to Z, Fulani brought it with Britain. And because Britain always choose those who are criminal among the people whenever they want to work for them, that is why they choose them. And I refer to you, when they come to our land, they choose the warrant chiefs who are the offenders of the land. They use them. They always go for the criminals.
And why we have to have the presidency, honestly. No, it's like that, Kule. Kule is like that. Because how can anybody convince us that some miscreants cannot be dealt with by Nigerian army?
Okay, see now. Who are the miscreants? Who are the miscreants? The same Boko Haram he funded. You see how they are playing tactics, the see people. The same Boko Haram he funded. The same Boko Haram, they said that a killer of Boko Haram, they said that Satan Sokoto is Boko Haram is I think this let Buhari say is Northerners, that attack to Boko Haram is attack to Northerners. Gumi says is their warriors. Satan Sokoto, I don't know what, I think forgotten what he said. The same terrorists too. The other time we are fighting, as he calling them ordinary miscreants. They are the same people who are using them to antagonize Jonathan. The same people are here saying that how can a miscreant cannot be attacked? Why they are these people are the people who will go to the bush and hit and come to the main road and ask who is cutting that tree? Who is cutting that tree? That is what these people are. Very evil people. The Fulanis, I'm telling you. Anybody who is dancing on the throne of these people, that person is an idiot that don't know what he's in for. Okay? They are cunning, they are too self-centered, they are too, how would I put it? They will use you just like the Oba of Lagos will refer for you. Go and check him. Maybe in next, if he's still relevant in Lagos. Okay? If he's still relevant. Only the Igbo people, Biafrans, are that have saw the truth about these people, and from the one fighting to stop them, and for the interest of other indigenous people, and those like Obasanjo, Danjuma, and the useless Gowan, they are blind to see it. And today, what is happening to them? They are partaking in that thing. We saw that in our father saw then and said no, that they have to. They have to. And let me tell you, if not for that genocide, that war, that you could stand up to defend our land, would have been in a more slavery position than what we are today. It would have been worse. They would have long time took over our land, and the slave, in fact, wipe out of our people. We no longer, the situation you see outside people will be more better than what would have been if not for that war. Please, those that came in, just give me. I want us to listen to this audio of Shetima. Then we can talk together. Okay? I played it before, to repeat it again. So Then when we play it, then you can observe your point there. Then we can when it starts speaking, I will not play all. When I play like near like 2 or 3 minutes, then we deliberate on it. Okay, thank you.
Kill themselves. Well, it has come out even very clear because it was at a point in our campaign. They were saying that by the killings of Boko Haram, there will be no population again. In fact, let me tell you why the North insisted that Jonathan has to go, because we had the plan that if Jonathan continues, the same problem will happen in Kano, the same problem will happen in Sokoto, the same problem will happen in Jos and Ebro until when our population is depleted. No. We have had a wonderful experience, honestly. In order to avoid the problem, that's what I said. So whether he accepted or not, the North was, it was clear voting now. What could they have done? Remember what Babangida did for us. Babangida, you see, what happened was, even when Babangida did it, you understand? You get me? The bulk of the population that voted was from the North. And Rini said it. Since Babangida was in Abuja, Governor Rini of Kano State, then, former governor of Kano State, he said, if you are in Abiola in Lagos, Abiola Babangida will have said it is Yoruba that did it. So Abiola should fly to Kano, they will swear him as president and they will stand their ground. Before we know, they rallied around Abiola, they said, don't go to North, if you go, they will kill you. What is what happened? Do you understand? No. So I'm coming now. So Babangida got it. I was Abacha that assassinated him for many years. I'm coming now. I'm coming. Before we are talking about the cancellation now, the cancellation of the election. And two, didn't you not see that even from the West, there were people who supported there are big men who joined in the cancellation of the election. But whatever it is, at that time, it was nobody was feeling the Yorubas left and right. Babangida was virtually betraying everybody in this. And today, have you not seen him on TV? Have you not seen how he was looking? Is God not wonderful? Did you not see Babangida? Even though I have promised as from today, so long as he's my brother from the North, even if he's eating everybody in Nigeria, fresh, you come out with Nigerian man leg eating, I will not say it's bad again.
Are you connecting the dots? My people, are you connecting the dots? You see, you hear what he said here? Even though, when the Babangida work with the service forest they're talking about, the who fence it, Babangida, it's not a forest, it's a well-planned city that have pure, constant electricity, solar, and running water. It's not a forest. Babangida fenced it. Look at because he's no longer in this thing, now he become a this thing. Look at what he said. Even though he has vowed not to condemn any nothing, even though he's eating flesh, even though he's killing and selling, are they not doing it? Are they condemning? So that is what they are. Everything he said here about them is that thing is what they are. They're not condemning any all the killings. Are they condemning any? They are the one even kidnapping. They are the one even pushing their people to be kidnapped for ransom. And I want to tell you everything is Fulani doing today. In 1904, 1903 report is the same thing they are doing. In case if anyone who need that report, I will send it to you. Listen, you know that Fulani can never change. They are the same, very lazy, criminal, evil hearts, domineering, and depopulating people anywhere they enter. That is their stock and trade, and that is who they are. They can never change. You have the mic. Let's just deliberate report then before I continue playing the audio. Who want to say something? If you want to say something, just have the mic before I continue. Say something about the area we have listened already, so that it cannot be too long, because when it's too long, people forget what they want to say. If you have anything to contribute in the area we have played already, then you have the mic. Otherwise, I should go on, right? Give it us.
Master, good morning from here. Am I coming out?
Go ahead.
Okay.
No.
Senator, good morning. Shinedu, good morning. And everyone, good morning here. I just want to say the issue of Fulani, and you have played it here already, is not something that this particular side that you played now is not even where we're supposed to deliberate. You have said it already, and it's well planned. We know that what is going on is well planned deal. You just said something that touch me, and that is the area I want to go, and is left for the people that call themselves South. You say something here is only in the South. Are you saying something? You want to say something? I'm hearing some noise. Hello, sir. Okay. It's only in the South that you see them changing names. Those people just, and none of them want to think deeply about it. Somebody come from nowhere and begin to change your ancestral name, giving you people names, is very, 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 very shameful. Sometimes if I look at it, imagine somebody walking up to me and to tell me that my name is no longer Storm, that my name today will be River. I think I need to ask you, how come and why did I give you order to do all those ones? So them by themselves refuse to see the truth. How can somebody come from? So all these things that you have said here already is a plan work, is a plan deal, and they know that the only people that knows the truth, just as you said, and know them and following them, is only the Biafrans, especially the Igbo side, that can tell them the truth of, because if you look at the way the thing is going and these people accepting it, is very, very crazy. So it's not something that will even waste time. You have said it. Let's listen more to me and see where we can actually, deliberate. So thank you, Mazi, for bringing this up. Thank you.
So much. Thank you so much, Tom. Thank you. See, that thing is really, really. I want some of us, in case if you have never listened to or read that report, this is report by Lugard, the same Lugard. He was reporting to those who sent him. Okay, you realize that North you see today is not one country. There are many countries. There are up to for all the states you see in the North are country of their own. That is why I'm telling you that even Niger State, the landmass is a 76,000. So this country Fulani come and begin to they are engaged in this hunting. Most of the slaves they're taking from Africa, Fulani were the one who hunting that slave and selling to them. That is how the business started. That's how they started from Slave Coast to Royal Niger to Niger area company. Okay, Fulani has been lazy to. Have you seen anybody? Can you see any Fulani today doing vulcanizer? Tell you is a Fulani. Have you seen a Fulani doing mechanics? Say is a Fulani. Have you seen any? And if anybody who is in that is Fulani, go and check the person. Is an indigenous person. In that north today, they have many people, many tribes, different languages in that north. These are countries of their own, and all of them, those names you see today, that's the same name they maintained since that time. Same today, no name changed. They come to our lands, they begin to change. That is what I'm telling our people, that those who change that name, they know the consequences, they know the implication of changing those names. That is why you must start in your references as a son or daughter of the land, begin to make use of that original name. Our people in the coastal region, those ones they went and add arrow, go and check the original name. Like place they call Umokuta, they go and put Rumokuta, they put R. Just like Obi Igbo, that means heart of Igbo, they went and put Owi Igbo. What is mean of Owi? Just like Akwa Igbo today is Aka Igbo. Some people there may not know all these things. Like I asked some people today, I want you to go and ask yourself is this: before the coming of English language that gave birth to broken, that is being spoken in some of our people today, what language are we speaking? What is the language of communication for everybody? That is what we tell you, that we all are Igbo. We speak the same tongue. We speak the same tongue. We all are Igbo. That language of the ancient. And let me tell you, this one is a challenge that I know. That's what I will that many times have said it. If you think it's a lie, come and challenge. It's not lie. It's true. Some years back, you know, and I know why they hide the result. They did not make the result popular, because the result being popular, we raise many questions that we expose Britain and the Roman Empire. And the Roman Empire today is being represented by Vatican City. Roman Empire today is that Vatican City. Okay, you raise many questions that will expose their lies and the fake history. After confiscating the true history of the people, like I'm telling them, if you think that my ancestors were bad or anything, bring their history. Why this is it? Bring it. Bring it. If not intimidating, everything you are today as Europe are intellectual work of my ancestors from A to Z, both education, both science, both everything. I did them, both writing system. The writing system you see the Japan are using, all this Asia, are from our own father's writing system. They derive it. To challenge them, the Igbo, the linguists from the whole part of the world, from Asia, from America, from Australia, they jump together from other one from Africa, and two from UNN and SOCA. They embark on research on etymology of language, the origin of languages. And reason why the report was made little open, because they hide the report, the outcome. I came across it, and the link, I'm telling you, because since I began to fly, sometimes I will embark on research, and some things, some area, for you to get those areas, you need a card to get where some information is hidden, not just on ordinary Google. Ordinary Google, what you see here is people's opinion. You see on Google, as we're saying it now, maybe some people, Google will be, storing some of those things we're saying. That's what you see in Google. But main facts about things, some areas are kept in a place that you don't need to, you must use cards or some certain things, requirement for you to get where such information is kept, So after their report research, they came and said that Igbo language is mother of millions of language. And as I'm telling you today in this world now, no language is other than Igbo language. It's a challenge for anybody to come and dispute it. There's no language in the world now, so it's presently, that is other than Igbo language. This is the open challenge to the world linguists, although they are the one who put it. They brought the result by themselves. And this is why they brought the result up, because the people that speak that language was among those who embark on that research. If not, nobody would have known, and the reason why they did not make it to carry headline, because what I told you, because if you carry headline, it will raise many questions on the lies told by these people. When our leader says language of ancient, he's not making it up, you know what he's saying. Then that will tell you the language, which language are we speaking? Which language do we use to communicate with the Yorubas, the Hausas? If let me say now Yoruba, within us, the Biafra territory, the area that regarded as Igbo land, which language are we used to communicate? And when you see those who have different tongue, you will see that all of them are those who live riverine area, because that time the only means of transport are through water, and that through water, the foreigner that came in, that mixed with them, that corrupted the spoken language, you see that it's those who live through riverine areas. Why is it like that? So that will tell you. And you see, when you see in the culture, in the culture and attire, you see that it's the same. Then now we tell you that a mixture of the people corrupted the spoken language of others. And when you go listen to the language deeply, you see similarity. For example, now in Yoruba, they call water is ame. We call it a mini. Informa, and the same thing informa mean is something informa mean in our land. So you see those, you must see something that and the same ejema we are using, that ejema is so. When I was in Warrior, I see The symbol that Jema, the one they call Ogogo, the bigger one. Everything, ancestors. The same way our father pray, the same way, the same for market days. So that will tell you who you are. Only in the north they have different, and those different people in the north there is a different country. It is Fulani came and begin to attack the people, they started attack with their horse to the look at even said that any place they enter and fight, that place will become a desert. The land will no longer be fruitful. Any place Fulani enter. In that, don't worry, if you want that, I'll share it to you. Report from Lugard. Any place Fulani enter, attack, the land will no longer be fruitful in terms of farming and fruitful. It will become a desert. And the population will diminish. They come here when the Moron said that they have food. They have food. They will go and where he said that the one division, let everybody go on their own. You will hear it in this audio. Yet they are now coming to my land to obstruct our. So when you see any moron that talk anyhow, in terms of the how you done and that nonsense, you know that they are cowards. That more of them will come out. More of them will come out because they are slaves. They are slaves. Well, how much are they? How much are they making their music? All the money they are spending. How much? How many people are buying them? What? How much? Apart from recently they start making money online. How much are they getting from their music? Where is the source of their wealth? So don't expect them when they come to talk trash. And when you listen, when you hear him when he was speaking that thing, you look at how he was more conscious of. He's not comfortable. He hide to do that in the video he's doing. He's not comfortable. He cannot speak. So don't listen to cowards. If you follow them, we all will be slaves. That when that time comes, they will zoom off. Boom, boom, boom. So let us focus and fight. Storm, I think you have what to say before I continue. Go ahead.
You just mentioned one thing that, today, just like you are bringing my mind back to so many things. You said those people that changed, that the zoo have changed the names. They need to go back and be, to restore the old name, all the old names that the Fulanis have changed. They need to go back, and that reminds me. There are some things that somebody will do. You will hear the elderly ones say, "No, go back to your village, make research. Go there, bless the gods of your land, give them what cola, give them this, and come back. You will see what will happen." So they need to go back, just as you said, because when you say that word, but the truth is that, is there anybody coming from that area that is ready to move with this? Just like people of Yebanke, I thank God the way they reclaim back that this is who they are. But the question now is, will they be able to go back? Because it is important that they organize themselves, go back, begin to answer those names, bring it back again. And it will be a very big, as in, you will see a very big difference. Different things will begin to happen in that particular land. By the time you go back to answer the names that your forefathers, have given to you as your original name, by the time you begin to answer your real name, you will see things that will begin to happen. So when you mention something about it, they need to begin to quickly, reason some benefit that will come from it by answering your original name. The question is, why did these people
Coming up, change your location on the your this thing is not coming out clearly. Okay.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. So it's very, very important that they go home, go back to those names and begin to answer the names. And my question is, why did these people hate us so much that they just want to scatter things? They just want to spoil everything about us. And you are talking about our leader saying that our language is the ancient language. You are correct. During the time of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, there was this lady, I think she's a white lady. That was early, I'm sure early 2013, maybe 14 thereabout. I used to follow this woman. She was saying something one day. She said that through her investigation self, that this language, this Igbo language, has been in existence even before that. She was like, I think somebody now asked question. Somebody asked question. Does it mean that this language had been before Abraham? She said that is what she's sure of it, that her research so far that the language had been existing even before Christ. So talking about the language, and you mentioned something like Akwa Ibom, Akibom. The little I know, you will hear these people. Even some of them will tell you that yes, IBIBIO migrated from Arochukwu. It's similar to what you are saying, that all these places, they are from Igbos. If Akwa Ibom as a whole, they are saying that IBIBIO migrated from Arochukwu, and IBIBIO, they are the main people that owns Akwa Ibom. That means there's something within that circle. What you are saying is absolutely correct. And they left for our people to, team up to claim what belongs to us. If you are from that area, it's time for you to be, to start asking yourself questions. If you are here, you are from those areas, ask yourself questions. Somebody cannot just come one day, change my name, change my culture, change my whatever. No. So that is why I raise up my hand. Go back to your place. Begin to answer those names. Begin to trace, because the problem is that some of us will just like, I don't need to shake this, I don't know, but whatever will be, let it be. No, whatever will be, will never be. Yes, that is the truth. So your topic this morning is actually bringing so many things.
Storm, I think your network. Sometimes you go deep, you're not coming out. Maybe it's from your earpiece or mouthpiece. I don't know.
I'm not using earpiece. That is one of the things that we see here. So, but I think that is what I want to say. I don't know where you hear me last, but I love what you said. Go back and begin to answer.
Said about.
Yeah, thank you.
Back to check who they. You know what I'm saying. So everything you said, I heard everything. Just not too long, you stop going deep. Then I have to jump in to tell you, because actually making it good for everything what things we're saying here for it to be audible to the listener. Because this space, how we hear it wider. After, even when I finish, I will share it. I want our people to. I want to deal with this particular audio deeply, so that our people will know what is going on. I wanted to be sharing that audio alone, but I want us to analyze it, because some people will listen to audio, they will not make sense out of it. But we that have listened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the things we gain from their knowledge is able to analyze things on our own and come up with something there. Yes, that is anybody who have followed our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you are not able to do this on your own, that means you did not follow them, because yes, you did not follow them, you don't listen to them, you are just following for following sake. Yes, the ability to listen to something, analyze it, and get the points, that is what we gain there, and most of our people in that contraption like this, because the system have actually destroyed their critical reasoning analytical abilities. They only focus on grammatical eloquency, accent, and that deprive them that time to pay attention to what is important and what is important. So they pay attention to what is not important, something that doesn't add anything to any value iota to society or once, So that is what they kind of, when they say they bring to them outdated Western education, outdated. That is to say, I had our own education before they say they bring outdated. And that report, the person said they are dedicated in worship of their God. That means we know God. So the person said that they will bring to them fake religion. You know, this thing we need to say it without looking face, so that we know people, those who want to accept it, accept the truth, will accept the truth. Those who don't want to hear the truth will stay, because hearing the truth will help you to make the right decision. You know, that is to say, he said this report. You know why I'm saying something is this: I'm adult and I'm a traditionalist. I know that evidence is not physical evidence does not make sense to me. If what I'm saying is lie, I'm saying let the negativity that follow it, let it be on my head. That is all for Ogun now, because Ogun ebutozo. Ogun will take place before we follow Ogun. So for I to, why I'm saying this is this for you to convince my people, those who want to listen. Because if you are, you know that for someone to come with oath of conscience, that is it to Ogun, is not something that somebody say. To lie against some people, ask them to do oath of conscience before. If they're first to do it, don't ignore them, because oath is oath, and nobody, as long as the people will go to the swearing them in the government, they take oaths. Nobody will tell you that oath is not bad, as long as the government are taking oath. But the issue is that are they taking oath with something that is workable, something that is powerful? No, you don't tell me take oath with something that they pretend in China, people pretend in China that there's no power in it. Then they tell me you're taking oath, tomorrow you continue doing no man of evil and nothing happened to you. Take oath with the number. Remember, use what we have that work for us to take oath. Let me see. You know, don't use any other thing. Just use this among these four elements. Don't use another thing. Use this natural, the element that control the universe. Use water, use sand, use the air or the sun. These four elements that our ancestors who are close, who are in fact sensible, very, very brilliant, they embedded it in Igbo spirituality, and everything about their
Maz, I can no longer hear you. I don't know if it is my network here. I don't know.
that is why they write all those things. The war, you know, they write those things on the wall as a means of preserving leadership structure that the first ever written constitution in Igbo land. And when I say Igbo land, I'm referring to the entire Biafra land, because that is what the reporter says in that report. Is Igbo land, not the entire region, and that's what it is. And the people, they know you because they influence this change of language. They pack people there from other place, they conquer some other place, they come and dump them in the midst of the people there. They live there. You see how language, they pack people, for example, people they conquer in Trinidad and Tobago or from other area. They bring some of them, they come and dump them among the people there, and they stay there. They pack our people from some of our people, they went and dumped them in Jamaica. Some of them went and dumped them in Haiti, some in Trinidad and Tobago. You see the game there. This is how exactly how they use influencing that change of language, and they bring the mix of, just like Ibinisi today is the mix of Portuguese and just mix of corrupt of tongue. That is what you see today. I see one body where they say Ikenga. He say Ibini, they call it Ikengana. Ikengana. Ikenga. You know what is Ikenga? Then the Benin word, they call it, they say their own is Ikengana. They put na in it, Ikengana. So when you see those kind of or something, it's laughable, because everything is true today. If you want to prove wrong, measure the name of the ancestors from, let's say, from 10th ancestors, from 10th generation backward, from 10th to 20, not upward, not go backward. The names, if the names are not Igbo names, then you know that we don't know what we're saying. Okay? Yes, let's say from the ancestors, the past generational ancestors, name from, let's start from 10 or 15th backward. Yes, get their names and mention their names. I'm talking about from the entire, both from Yoruba, Soko, Ejo, all those things. Go and get those names of that land. Go and measure it. Go get the names. If you can get their names and measure, go and pronounce the real name. One thing about this is this. History have some spiritual attachment to it. Powerful. And immediately you tamper with history, that spiritual attachment will no longer be there. It will become chaff. It will become powerless. Historical fact of every ancestors attached. There are some spiritual when you get it right, you can never approach your ancestors with the lies or with the fake history. They can never listen to you. Yes. They can never get you. That is why I'm challenging anybody, any of them, or Fulani today, who is a Fulani. Come to Igbo land and consult my ancestors. If come and consult my ancestors. If they tell you that your father tell you that the land is theirs, come and consult the ancestors of the land. What about what is doing there is bring juju. You go and bring oracle from other area, and bring it. There's no backing power. Everything you're using there is juju. Juju, you use a human sacrifice and other things to do. There's no backing of the ancestor of that land. It has no connection iota with the land, the ancestor of the land where it's sitting. So that is why when the two sons and daughters of the soil can be able to know who they are, there's what they will do, although they will not allow, they will not accept. But if they accept, somebody will run mad, though. Somebody will run mad or even run away. There's what they will construct, the true sons and daughters of the soil. Let him and put the seat. Let him come. If he said that his ancestor, he connected to the ancestor of the land from so generation, let him sit on that seat. He will not dare. He won't dare. If you do, either he drop dead there or run mad. So that many people they make you refuse to be close to your ancestor. Those who are the pillar of everything you be, anything you achieve in this world, whether physical, they are the one who will finish the spiritual part of it for you. They are the pillar. They are your backbone in everything. They make you to be far from them, to desert them, to urinate on their grave. They tell you Alaeze. What they say is Alaeze. They did not say Elueze. Alaeze. And where is that your Alaeze? No other place than that your ancestral land. That is your Alaeze. It is you to make it to be a kingdom. If you want to make it to be hell, it's up to you. Now it become hell for the people because you petition your ancestors. It become hell for the people of the north. It become hell for the people of Middle Belt. It become hell for the people of Biafra because we accepted a known nomenclature, derogatory nomenclature, and use this to say our ancestors, we don't know you, you don't own us, we don't have nothing to do with you. That is what you mean by accepting that Nigeria. You got Nigeria is not name, is not named from any indigenous person. It has no meaning. And who give you that name? As you violate it, you have agreed that the person own you. This is simple. And if anybody tell you that is not connected to the suffering, every indigenous people are suffering today, the person is moron, is lying. Is connected for the suffering. Those who are not indigenous, it has nothing to lose. Fulani has nothing to lose. It is you that has the blood of the progenitors of the land that allow their history to be jettisoned, allow them to be united on, to allow them to be cut off, to be insulted. the suffer belong to you. You are the one that will suffer it. Of course, the foreigner that did it, they did it on purpose. They know what they did, and they win-win for them. As you are validating, you are helping them. You are validating them as ownership. You are taking, in fact, you are removing yourself from the land as ownership. You are taking the ownership, the hair from yourself and giving it to them. You are removing yourself as the heir, the rightful heir of the throne of the land. You are removing it from yourself, removing yourself from the rightful hand, giving it to them by validating that nomenclature. This is simple. And one thing I'm angry is this, that our people will listen to all these things. Tomorrow, they will come to complain. Continue doing one thing, that thing that suits them. Let me tell you, things that will help you, that will save you, is something that you may not like. You will not like it. Not everything. It will not suit you. The thing that will save you in situation we are now will be things that you don't like. You don't like it. As you as individual, it does not like it. But that is the thing that will save you and your people. But you will not like it. You must not like it. You will not be among the things that pleases you. But despite that you don't like it, it is not hurting you. But just that your mindset or your sentiment doesn't suit you, doesn't go away with you, but you feel that you don't like, it doesn't suit what you like. And when you want to continue doing that one that you like, it suits you, you will continue suffering, you continue going down, being a slave. The one that will save you definitely may not be the one you like. That you don't like it, it's not against you, it does not hurting you, but it doesn't suit your mind. And you must do it. Just like medication. The medication that when you are sick, that will heal your sickness, if you put it in the mouth, it may be very, very bitter in your mouth. It doesn't sweet. But is there something that will save you from that sickness? I don't know if we are getting this analogy. Okay? This analysis will be something that will heal you from that sickness. But as you put it in your mouth, it's bitter. But if you manage to swallow it, you will heal from that sickness. But that one that will sweet you from mouth with you actually will be the one that deteriorates your health. But it's in your mouth, it's very, very sweet. That is how it be as something the things we need to do to get what we are, to get our freedom, to be able to regain our land. So when you hear those things, as we're saying it now, it may be something you maybe somehow you don't like it, it doesn't go well with you. That one that go well with you will not be the one that will save you. That is why we need to say this truth. I don't care who listens, I don't care whether it hurts you, but as long as it hurts you, it's hurting you physically, but definitely that is what will save you. Okay? Yes. Just like when you come now, the people that the enemy are going after are actually those fighting for us. They are our true leaders. They are those who care for us. They are those who are fighting for our interests. They are the sincere fighters for us. The enemy speaking ill of them, going after them, they never speak good of them. Yes. But when you see those who come to be in among the midst of our enemy, speaking their trash, political correctness, they are not there for you. They just want to continue conditioning your mind so that you can follow them and divert your mind from those who truly fight for you, who mean well for you, those who mean well for you, to divert your mind away from them. Just like when you see somebody claiming he's fighting for you, he's fighting for human rights, they want equality, fighting for justice, yet he's supporting one Nigeria. That one Nigeria supporting alone so only is enough. Don't care about whatever the person is doing. Don't care. Cut yourself off from that person because he's lying. He's not sincere. That one Nigeria that is validating is enough. Forget about whether the person come in, they arrest you today, the person come and bail you, they seize your goods, they become a person come and free you, is orchestrated to divert attention. Is orchestrated to divert attention. Okay? Is orchestrated to make you to be seeing those who actually mean well for you, to make them irrelevant among the people, because power belongs to the people, whether you like it or not. That is why I'm saying this. When ESN was launched, if ESN launched 3 years before that time, even me that are here, I would be against our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. when ESN was launched. If he had launched 3 years before that time, 3 years before that time, the day it was launched, most of us would be against our leader. But being a leader who is wise, he's waiting for the people. When he tell you, well, sometimes you ask him something, when he will tell you when the people give us a mandate. That mandate, you will not see the people come and begin, oh, we have now agreed, go and do this. So if you're waiting for hear that, that means you don't know how things work. When people give you mandate, mean when the demand become talk of the majority, then when you bring that in there, people will embrace it. That is how wise leaders operate, and our leader is so wise to do this. Okay, he approached the criminal, the enablers called the governors to bring security for people. They said, no, why are you busy attacking our people, helping our mothers, and everybody were aiming for security. So he knew that that is the right time. That is the right time. So that is how wise people. You may bring some good opinion, very good, very good and intelligent, but the time you apply it, the wrong time, will make it, people will reject it, people will castigate it, because you apply that very part. You bring good opinion, good suggestion, but the time you apply it matters. You must always know that power belongs to the people, no matter what is going on. Power belongs to the people. But people of Zoo, Nigeria, they remain coward and refuse to utilize their own power. That is why I see this immigrants continue even to date. If the people can stand up now, forget about the gun and the bomb. If people stand up today, and say enough is enough, I'm telling you, if people can stand up now, you see 20 million on the road, 20 million, everything is over. But they planted divide and conquer agents that will continue to pollute with minds. When it happened, because they control your mind to see them as nothing, non-entities who are nothing, who are not godly, they know nothing about it. In fact, when they say men of God, please, they are men of God, but the problem is you have to ask which of the gods. Is it government of the day? Is it government of the day? Or a European god? Or Arab god? Or their personal god, the deity? God in plenty. You ask them because having known that is not Chukwokike Abiyama is above God. Okay? Is above God. God in Chukwokike Abiyama has no English name. Is the most, no other power, no other creator is the creator. Almighty creator. Shi-Uku, Chi. There are many Shi, but they put Shi-Uku mean mighty, big. Shi-Uku. That is why you look at my name there, I gave the spelling correct. I must be there. So as you will, but people write Chuku. Like just so they put it, the I thought they will differentiate the three words. Chi-Uku. Chi-Uku Okike Abiyama. Chi-Uku Okike, the almighty creator of the universe of all knowledge. Abiyama means all knowledge. But lack of the language of the people are one of the time people suffering for. Because if you cannot interpret the meaning of your language properly, it will affect your decisions. You misinterpret it. Even immigrant that hate language will be telling you something. You that is brother, son of the soil, daughter of the soil, immigrant will be telling you. Immigrant will be telling you your own language, telling you your own parable. But you are true son of the soil because you don't pay attention to it, you don't hear your language. But immigrant will take advantage of that eloquence, like or Abu Fulani, That is it. Many of them are taking the advantage of today. So no true son of the soil, who, especially those who grow up in the land, born in the land, they grow up in the land. They tested the land, the culture, the everything. They are different. I'm telling you the truth. That is why when our people, those who are in abroad, when they born their children, sometimes they bring them to stay with their grandmother to know, they are different. They are a little different. Yes, they are a little different. There are those who were born in the north that are radicalized. They have mindset of the north. Not all of them. Like some of them, you see them today, they will be talking trash. Just like the man is sitting there called that one that used to mimic Buhari, then they call Tagbai. They are from Anambra, they're twin. They are twin children, son of them twins. That man that do comedy, they call Tagbai. Tagbai. That was mimic Buhari. So then suddenly the guy disappeared. Okay. They are twin brothers, twin from Anambra. But do you see them? Do you have the mindset of the no. Or they are, I don't know whether they may be the product of those, because whenever they want to radicalize them with the mindset of the North, then after they will shift them into our land. If our people wake up, Georgia's operation not supposed to contest in our land. He admitted his father is a Fulani. He only one who admitted. But his mother is a Igbo person, although according to the mother have divorced with the father before the Fulani man impregnated the woman. So does the suspect supposed to be a governor in our land? Is his father from Igbo land? But we don't pay attention. That's why we like those nonsense to continue. And that is why we find ourselves in where we are today. Who know about all these morons that are parading themselves as governors now? Like the one in Ebonyi that they're talking about it, he bring 500 million to go and the people to go to Saudi Arabia for a pilgrimage. No land is more holy in the entire world than Igbo land. I said it publicly with a challenge. No land is more holy than our land. We stop that nonsense. There's no land is more holy than Igbo land, Biafra land, in the entire world. The man saying the people who Fulani attacked, they say somebody went to verify from the people, the survivor, they say that Fulani attacked them. The person come and say the man went and arrested that man. Are you telling me that person is an Igbo man? Can someone convince me that person is an Igbo man? That governor is an Igbo man? Or is it somebody come and be a Igbo name and say Igbo name? They can fabricate a surname. They can buy a land and build one house there. If you don't know, let me open your eyes, because I prefer to reason. Prefer to reason. Why is it that our fathers, whenever they want to, they will ask question? They will make inquiry. Where do you come from? They try to know your generation, to know. They have reason for that. They have reason for that. Somebody can go and buy land now and build this house there, give themselves one surname, NGOZI or Abeze. Yes, they can just buy land because they are speaking Igbo now. They can buy one land there, call it their family house, give themselves one surname. But for you to expose them, let them have their. Who are your generation? Who gave back to your father? Who is your father? At least now I can tell you the 5th generation, even though I don't know all, but I can measure my fathers to 5th generation with their names and their maternal homes. So can we know yours? Can we know yours? Or is it because you can hear Igbo language, then because of you can buy land one day, build one house and call it, give yourself one surname? Whether you like it or not, you see all of us from the entire Biafra land, we connected just like a tree with one taproot but different branches. Whether you after you running, all you around, going around, you must you must end to that taproot of that tree. That is how we are. But if in this taproot, these branches, they trace your own and you are missing from among those connections, that means you are impostor, you are invader. Well, whether spiritually or medical investigation or through DNA or our traditional way of also conducting DNA tests, because I have a traditional way, I know what I will do to detect you. If I did not come with your accent, because no matter how fluent you are in Igbo language, no matter how fluent you are, there's something I'll ask you to pronounce. Your accent must expose the way you pronounce it must expose you. Yorubas have theirs. Yes, they have theirs. So that is why it's good. Teach your child. Let them know your mother tongue. It's very important. Let them stop using English to brag. It's a distraction. And some of them will be regretting it by now because the time for those things is coming is now. How can you be good in fake or in borrowed one, but to originality you're not good at it? Notice that you're fooling yourself, you're doing yourself a harm. If you understand your language properly, no matter how fluent is that foreigner, when you speak, their conversation reach, you will see there's something you cannot pronounce, no matter how you try, because that accent is from blood. It's from DNA. So my people, we are here to speak. That is why some space I put it. I pass the message I want to pass. It may not for those who care to hear, because I understand that knowing truth of who you are, going close to your ancestor and do what you have to do is what is holding us here. And we can't continue saying one thing every day. And the inability to make a change become a problem. You come one day, we can come and lament. But you from your own that are lamenting, so an amendment is supposed to mend here, it becomes difficult for you. Don't you know that you're one of the people drawing us back? You are one of the people drawing us back. First one our leader said that and when he said so, some people will be thinking that he's referring to our ancestors. That is wrong. That means you're not following our leader. When our leader say they think he's referring to our ancestors. No. He's referring for those who that is what he's referring to. And if you follow him very well, you understand that what is part. And all those things, he's telling you that because our people, and you know those things, you know the truth. For you to amend, if you truly want freedom, become difficult for you. And tomorrow you become to shout, why you are one of the obstacles that are delaying us. If you understand the spiritual part of what we're doing, then you will know that anything that is for you, you don't need to look anybody face. What people will say. Don't put your self-interest aside. In a society, collectively, in general interest, there's something you need to sacrifice for the general interest. If you're looking for only what suits you alone, that means you're not started. There are some things you forfeit. There's something you will accept. It may not be good for you personally, but for your own general interest, is required, is necessary. You must accept it. Just like my ladies who said they cannot share. But when you look at the way things is now, that our women are numerous than men, you have to give that sacrifice, do it so that we'll be able to meet up. Because when our women are remaining single without having a man, they will be the frustration will put them into falling in the hand of the enemy, who will show them fake love. And that enemy will be a threat to us, all collectively. So you have to share if it's necessary that the person is with you, want to get more. All you need to follow the person, agree it, and go and choose for another person. So that thing will help us to make our ladies to have a place there, somebody on their head, somebody they be under. So these are the things you have to sacrifice for the interest of the society. That is my message. Okay? My message is not, I'm not going to make you to feel happy. It will hurt you, but if you're able to apply it, it will lead us to where we're going. It will help us to achieve our end. I'm not here to make you feel happy, to smile. It is when you listen to it, you make your mind to be sad. But if you can digest it, you know that it's love. It's someone that truly loves you will tell you the truth. Okay? Let's go ahead.
To support my people from what I've seen, it was and some people in Nigeria with Jonathan. But you must thank God for Yoruba. If Yoruba supported for you, otherwise we don't have come. No, I'm coming, please. I'm coming. Let me tell you one thing. I'm coming. Listen to me, Kule. A section of Yoruba supported Buhari. Listen to me, please. Let us make the clear. You understand? We are all politicians. Yes. The Tinebus, since 1960s, since the Oyibo left the country, Yoruba was done one word. We are first Yorubas. You are first Yoruba before you are a Muslim, a Christian, or Nigerian. Yes. So or not so? Yeah, you are right. Abi? Okay. Yes, you are right. Now, all along, a Yoruba man, whoever he is, whether Muslim or Christian, preferred anybody in the south to rule him than a Hausa man from the north. That's the truth
Lies.
For the first
Lies.
For the first time.
This man will know that better. Check him out, you're a liar.
To the extent Muslims Yoruba stood their ground and said they were not supporting Jonathan. They even refused to attend the meetings of the Jonathan. The papers are there, their statements are there in the papers. So or not so, sir? No, right. It's there. That's the truth. It's there. Even when he went, they can't.
Bring it. He's there for where? Bring it now. He's there for. This is how he lies. This is how he lies. Bring it. Bring it. Jonathan did not. There's nothing like religion during the Jonathan. This is false. Jonathan did not do any appointment based on religion. This man is very, very lie. Tell him it will not be well with you. We die shamefully. In fact, dog will eat your flesh. Yes. Dog will eat your flesh. Because you are evil. It's written over you. Jonathan did not, in fact, Jonathan did not. Jonathan did not do the road. Build road that is a own place. He's not build road, but he went and built everywhere, built expensive schools, thinking that he's doing the North. We don't know that the North, Fulanis are deliberately creating Alamajri. It is, that is why they want a place whereby they will come and they cook food and give people free. People who are giving you free something, they don't want your progress. They want it. In fact, they don't want anything good about it because they want to make you to be their slave. That is why they're giving you free food to diminish, for you to be lazy. When they finish use you, render you useless, that's how they will use you also to cause havoc. Have you seen all the people they used to do? They can go and check all of them. No Fulani rich person that his child is among. Even those imams that are inciting them in the mosque, none of their children is among. That is why I'm telling our people today that Africa, I'm saying it to Africa, African youth. I am saying it and I will make video on that and say it. Islam is #1 problem of Africa. Islam. #1 problem. And if we can get rid of all this, anything, in fact, anything alien religion in our, refuse to apply it in our activities, refuse to bring it into our governance, that is when we start having progress. When you put Islam for anything religion front in whatever you're doing, they will use it to destroy. Imagine Saudi Arabia, being Saudi Arabia, they're using their religion. Tell me one thing, Arab are the worst enemy of Africa that have done Africa much evil than any other continent. Arab, they have done evil against Africa than any other continent. They have done evil against Africa than any Arab. In terms of slavery, they all lasted for nearly 700 years, where they took our ancestors and had them starved of water in the desert. The water supposed to be given them, they were given to camel. They had many of them died in desert. And those who survived were castrated. Since then, after they came to took our treasure, steal our gold, everything, all our treasure, since then they came with grabbing our land in the name of religion. Go and find if you see anybody from Saudi Arabia, any Saudi Arabia citizen, Kuwait, Jordan, Dubai, Qatar, that is among all these people that are exporting to export their religion of destruction and violence to other people. They deliberately they marry, ask them to marry anyhow. They marry, see average friend, say marry 4. It has no job, oh. It has no job. Nothing, lazy. Burning children everywhere, just to not to make them, but they have to use them for violence. When the time comes, they will push them out. Push them out. Go and cause them. That is what I'm telling you as a Biafran, a Southerner, a Biafran. Keep anything religious aside. Any day they will touch, doing this, their roses touch any Southerner. If you are there, mobilize yourself. There's nothing they do that you cannot do better. You are more gifted, more mentally tough than them in everything. Forget. They just use this intimidation and the takia and the bullying, coupled with the message of these criminals, stupid bandits. that continue weakening you mentally. That's why you find yourself in a situation. Had it been when this attack started, when this attacking church started by these terrorists, that these people are actually those who meant well for their people, who are truly genuine. They follow the step of the host. They follow the steps of the host. I am telling you, this nonsense they will not be happening. Because those churches they attacked that time, remember, no, the host churches that were attacked. And that man is a Biafran. The host was a Biafran, he's a Biafran. And he's an Igbo man, he's a Biafran. Is it from Igodo or either Igodo or is it this what it be name? It's for that Igodo area. It's from. The church was not attacked. When they asked, he said, when you come to the church and they see grasses, unwanted grass, what will you do? You use knife and cut them off. If they had even they get a license, even if they don't care for pump action, there are pump action that go long range with a sham bullet and give it to their member. One person, if it's any of their short branches, 10 person, with each person will have a bullet at least up to 200 rounds or 100 rounds. The money is there. Are you telling me that you see any training coming to attack any church? All this killing will continue going on. When they kill your own 5, you kill their own 20. Everything will nonsense will stop. But what did they do? What they do, they'll tell you fasting and praying. Henceforth, any pastor will come and tell you fasting and praying when you are a kid. If you can listen to me, unleash that, lynch him in that church. He's an enabler. He's an enabler. Any pastor or a can member will come and tell you fasting and praying when you are a kid, you are attacked. The only thing we tell you to come and fast and pray. No any other action they will take. If you remember that they lynch him, bring him down. He's those that put you in this situation. I'm saying it on air. Bring him down. They are the evil. You a leader to lead the people in the life, not to lead them to be slaves, to be cowards, not to lead them to destroy them. Now the genocidal war is coming. What's it called? Conquest is going on. How many of them are telling you what is going on? That Jew might come and tell their people the truth of what is going on. How many of this the Jew are telling their people what is going on? Their followers. I'm saying if you are in Biafra land, go to those churches. If you know if what you're doing, if you are truly sure, if you are in Biafra land, on Sunday go to those churches, big churches. When you go there, through the time of a question, I believe there is a time of question or testimony. Use that avenue to ask question. Be bold. Nobody will. It's not a bad question. This is how we'll be able to activate, to get the mindset of our people to know what is going on, even to get them to know whether they will continue lying to their members or they will keep to let them do the right thing. All of us must do so. Not only come and hear on space here, do something. Because the problem here is our people. If 90% of our people are aware of what is going on and ready to act, I'm telling you, everything is gone. Power belongs to the people. And they bring their tithe to the Biafra Defense Forces. 2 weeks, I give you, you will not see any Fulani in our forest. Entire Biafra territory, not only South-East. 2 weeks. They've done it before. When they are ESN, where they have not been even sophisticated, the ECSN did it, let alone now they are upgraded. You see how they are cutting people's heads? The lady was saying that nobody will touch them, police cannot arrest them, and we cannot do anything. Yes, because they are in charge. That is why I'm telling those who are told that nonsensical thing they're doing the charade. Forget about the name the person is bearing. Name. Forget about the name. As Musa put Christopher in his name, is he acting like that, Christopher? Is he acting like Christopher to the Christian? So that name and spoken language shouldn't deceive you and anything. And they are not the one started it. Who started it are the imperialists. The Arab and Britain and the West started it. That is why whenever they want to do evil, they find a black person they will use. That's why they brought Obama. They want to kill Gaddafi, they use Obama. You see, when they want to play the same card again, they elevated the first ever black man to be a general in the history of US military. They elevated him for a purpose, to using to play that game, but it not work because there's no evil cannot last forever. It has a expiring date. As for those of them who are still bullied, that are still waiting, they should see what they see how where they carry the foot of those who carry their partner or their cohorts, the foot of those who carry them out. They should see it. We are here to liberate our people, and you have no room to be afraid. If you are entertaining fear, you are not part of the people. So stay aside. Stay aside, support with your finance. But if you are coming on to speak or to act on public, don't entertain fear. And don't cry, unnecessary cry, complain. Because when you are doing it, you are demoralizing the gullible. People want to follow those who are winning, not those who are losing. So when you are showing atom of weakness and the atom of complaining, complaining every time with emotion, you are not doing all that. You are destroying. You are not doing us favor. I want to say it now so that you understand it. Nobody wants to associate with the failure. So you see, people need to see that yes, they want to follow those who are win, those who are brave. They don't want to follow somebody who is coward. When somebody tell you see coward, somebody who is not fearful, will you be following the person who is afraid? What is the essence of following the person? Go on your own now. If the person is afraid, what is the point of following the person? That is why I'm telling our people, if not, that cover your eyes. Somebody tell you that he's a powerful man of God. A powerful man of God. And he's afraid to speak the truth. And he's afraid to speak when you are being killed. Who's supposed to be epitome of truth, epitome of justice, epitome of fearlessness? Then why are you following the person? And they say he's a powerful man of God. Why are you still following the person? That means the God of the person is God of a weakness. Sometimes it's so to understand that our idiots, sometimes our foolishness, even Chukwokike will punish us for that. Even our ancestors will flog you for the one in the place of me, because some ignorances are not supposed to be there. In fact, is alarming, it's disgusting. Look at what Britain did to us. They starve our 5 million children. If they want to starve the adults or the soldiers, they would have done that. But they team up with Awolowo, they starve 5 million children. What does those children do to them? Pregnant women. In China, they respect pregnant women. In fact, the pregnant women, the crime you commit as a pregnant woman, they will not prosecute you. In our land, we respect pregnant women. But in my place, if pregnant women ask you for something, you don't give the person. In fact, you blame me and say you want to make him go and borrow. Sometimes some boy will come to your ear. People will mock you. It's like you have refused to help pregnant women. In China, there are some crime pregnant women commit. They will not prosecute the pregnant woman. They want the person born that child. Every people regard pregnant women. Women, how can you come and start pregnant women and children? And you see moron today who are attacking pregnant women, and you are associating them to some people. Are they human beings at all? Anybody who have the mind to attack pregnant women, there's nothing again he cannot do. I can do anything. I can attack any woman, but the day I want to open my mouth to say, even pregnant women, the way the thing chopped me in my body, the kind of objection my body give to me, I'm telling you, I say the kind of objection my instinct gives to me is very, very important to tell you that it's not part of you. You're there. You do not.
Western Nigeria or Yoruba land came out clearly and said no, they disagreed. Do you get me? We know the population of Yoruba close to 80%, or let's say close to 60% are Muslim.
Lies.
This man constituted a national conference.
Typical lie.
This is the Yorubas that were saying it. We read it and we had them saying it. So that succeeded in dividing the Yoruba themselves. Now, two, the humiliation.
EKID are not Islam. Ondo states, not Islam. Ondo states, not Islam. What's it called? The only way I get Islam is Para. Much Para. Some part of Ijabu, Ogun State, and also states, not all. But entire Ondo states, EKID states, not Islam. Okay?
And it is because they conquered them.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
It is not their own
It's
fault.
not their own wish. They force them. Yes, you're right.
Yes.
So you see, this man are talking trash here. This is how they tell you. That is why my Alafia tell them, let them sit at home to prove to them that the population of Christians in the north outnumber the Muslim. He tell them to prove it and sit at home. So let the Christians sit at home. Let them see those who are Muslim. That was the challenge my Alafia gave to them. And they know that challenge will expose them. What did they do? They use they kill him. And you see this poison. If you see that a report of 1902-01 of Lugard, you see this cancerous poison today going on. Fulani have started it that time. You see this poison, poison people, killing people with poison. I am telling you that every negativity you see today in the land that brought in by Fulani, every evil and Britain. Because in our land, we don't know what is forgiveness. Because ROPC will punish you, unless the one that you did by accident. That is why that when somebody kills somebody, you run to your maternal home or such. Then the elder will go and investigate how did it happen? How did it happen? Okay, before they will do something they're supposed to do. But anyone you did deliberately, whether you did it and destroy evidence, so you'll be fished out. This forgiveness is an invented world. That is why where you can see you see in New Testament they invented, and why they invented it, fear of revenge of their evil. And they don't know that the more they are afraid of the revenge of their evil, the more they continue doing it, the more they will be reminding us. We are not really interested in revenging anything to anybody. I'm talking about the West, those who carry out slavery. We are not here to, we don't know. Our hearts, we don't here to revenge. But when you continue doing it, continue suppressing us, when you will be radicalizing us, provoking us to be remembering that past. Because the way why people continue today want to keep Africa suppressed is because they don't want Africa to rise up. Perhaps that we want to revenge what our fathers did. No, we're not here. What will make us to revenge is when you continue doing what you're doing. Okay? We are here, we are created to bring harmony to the world. That is why if you look at every typical Biafran person heart, if you have any engine you use to examine the heart, what you will see is live and let live. Live and let live. Live and let live. Not to oppress anybody. That is why our fathers, they have what it takes to conquer entire West Africa. But they did not do it. This is facts. Go and verify. Because one of our philosophy is live and let live. But I realize that that is the reason why people are trying to take us for granted. Why they are doing anyhow in our land? Because we are not started bombing them. Why not SNAPDAC will come to our land to steal our people's shop? The people we are not feeding, the people you created, you borrow money and you sideline them. You borrow everything, sideline them. The only thing you are bringing to them and the one that will kill them. Only vaccine. But the one that benefit them is not sideline them. You have the temerity to come to our land to lock shop as part of economic strangulation that Chetima is carrying out. And I can hear some of our people who want to be holier than thou. Who want to be holier than thou, foolish. That when Fulani commit crime and flaunting their money in the money they collect, they did not talk. I did not hear the pig in Greek talk. I did not hear this Asad Mumu, Arab slave talk. I did not hear the idiotic morons that need their head to be cut off. I did not hear them talk. As Fulani are kidnapping our people, flaunting their money on social media, showing the money they collect for ransom, committing all evil, taking people's land, invading people's village. I did not hear you talk. But now, NAFDAC, Chetima want to carry out what he's saying in this order. We're coming to that place, you hear it. Then they want to support them to dance to their tone because they tell you. Because the medicine don't have an NAFDAC number. Does it mean that it is fake? Because NAFDAC in Nigeria is not by merit anymore. It's not by merit. We have medication. Even if it's fake, how dare you when you are biased? For the fact that you don't, no Fulani is in prison, you don't have the right to enter. Biafra is a Biafra territory. NAFDAC is Biafra territory. Leave that land. And some of you who own that shop, go and open your shops. And if you ever pay money to NAFDAC, Nigeria will happen to you. That money, instead you pay that money to contribute it and give to the Biafra Defense Forces. Let Biafra Defense Forces storm that place to protect you. Let me see Nigerian military go there. If they think that they have what it takes, use that money, contribute it and give Biafra Defense Forces. Let them procure what they need. Then let's see whether we see any Nigeria forces in that Onisha. If you want to try the might of Biafra Defense Forces, if you want to try their might, contribute that money, give to them, let them get what is needed. Then let them show man to man, face to face. Because some of these are why they are doing all this thing because of you, to keep you safe. And whenever they want to confront them face to face, they ask you to sit at home. So that they will they don't have collateral damage. But some of you want everything to explain to you before you understand what is going on. You want us to become and explain to you like primary school person. As when someone tell you that you lack ability to reason, you think is an insult. But indeed you like it. Because most of the things we are saying here, we're not supposed to say it. We're supposed to understand it by your own.
Let them kill us and reduce our population. But at least they still know that we are significant politically and they allow us to.
You have no population. You have no population. What you do is that whenever you want to do election, you invite people from Niger. Because you speak the same tongue and you look alike, you invite them. Now, because the atrocities you are doing before with the Hausa people, all the while that when you see the Takibo business in the north, is the Hausa people they're using, other indigenous people. Hausa people have realized that these people, because these people, they did, one of the ways they did to people, they deprive of history. If you know the history of Fulani and what they did to the north, nobody, if you know it, nobody who know it correctly that will support one Nigeria, unless you are one of them. You are Fulani blood. And also people have no opportunity because they have opportunity to know the history. Now that you see them now, they are regretting everything. And they wish they can wind the clock back. They wish they can wind the clock back. There's no population. There's no place, deserts. Desert is more populated. No place in this world that north is more populated than the south. No place. Because south are regarded as savannah. Okay? And not in everywhere regarded as a place that is not even that is why when you say that you are producing food, no Fulani is farming. The food you produce is the Benue people and Benue and the other part of the north. Have you seen any Fulani? All you need to control what you don't control, to be in charge, what you reap where did not sow, because the people allow you to do that wish. That is why they hate the Igbos. That is why they hate the Igbo, because they say that the Igbo are the ones who are not ready to subject to that trash. So what are they doing now? They're using the infiltrated bloods to ridicule the Igbos. Igbo never bow for anyone, never bow for even for Eliza. So Eliza, everything you see today, Fulani, they created Ohaneze and Ndioshi. Fulani Ohaneze. They are using their moron, they're using them to support everything they are doing. Ohaneze, all the decisions they are making are not making. Fulani is giving them that decision to make in order to ridicule the Igbo nation, in order to insult us. Everything see them doing. Look at that picture. The idiot who leaked the video, who leaked the picture. What is the intention of the person who leaked the picture? That picture, the moron will lay down, who leak it, and what you think is their intention. So if you can understand all these things, then you know that everything is orchestrated to ridicule you, to make those who don't know who they are to begin to talk trash, to speak without reasoning. That is why I am here as a typical Igbo blood. When you come to talk something to insult me, to insult my effort, that means you are insulting the effort of my father, my mother, my uncles, and the one I'm making now. That is what it is, and I won't take it for anybody. Henceforth, don't try it. When you know that land have been infiltrated, it's everywhere, not only in the Igbo speaking Biafra. Why you see that area is mainly because it's the way they focus. Can I up that all the armory, 90% of them, 80% of the armory are in so-called southeast, and all the so-called repentant Boko Haram, 90% of them are in so-called southeast. Why do you think they focus there? Why? Because they know why they focus there. If that place is down, every other area is down. And some of you who are, if you are sensible as a Oduduwa, if you're sensible as a other part of Biafra, you rise up now and join hand with those people that are fighting. Because if you sit back, think that they love you or think that they care about you, if they succeed in that area, then you hear your own is often kupu. Just like people who are coming to energize the Topolo. Topolo is foolish. I get them before, it's not a property. The money we are contributing to DOS, if I bring you my own receipt, one day I bring it out, I'll look at this as I burn everything. If I bring my receipt for you, you will chop. But I can't follow because I contributed in that DOS, they use it to carry containers. So now that that people are utilizing that money for good something, that I'm seeing it, then I will not contribute because I contributed that time. But now that I'm utilizing the money, I will say I will not contribute. It doesn't make sense. It's a foolish. Anybody who is like that is foolish. So that you hijack the chip that time, our leader come and acknowledge that. Now you are doing everything to sabotage that in our leader. Fine. Those ones you do in the past is nonsense to me. It's nonsense. I get them before, it's not property. That one you do that time, the man come and acknowledge you. Now you are doing everything to, you are not doing, when are you going to rise up? You think that after, if the enemy succeeds, they will spare you? That means you don't learn from Adakaboro, you don't learn from Saruwa. That is, you don't learn from history. Now you're supposed to stand and fight to get what is yours. If you truly a son of the soil, to get what is yours, you are they're paying you, and you are protecting them their own, where they are getting money to continue to bribe all media in the world to sabotage Biafra. They are getting money because the money I get. What development have brought to your land? People are still drinking the water they defecate on. Then tell me you are sensible. The pig in Greek, the vulture, Arab slave, at every time when money finishes in his pocket, he will come and speak. Few weeks ago, he was crying, they are coming, oh, the Gambari are coming, oh, Fulanis are coming, oh, Igbos, and they just rise up, oh, they are coming. Now he's playing the card. Demonization to demonize the Igbo. Fool. I will cut off, if the land did not destroy him very soon, people like me will cut off his head. He will die shamefully. Because as long as I know through any reasonable Ijo person that will support that idiot, because he destroyed life of many Ijo youths for his selfish interests. He bring a special force to come to our land to brag about it. Bring them now, where are they? Bring them again. He went and recruit Fulani Padat, Fulani that born in our women that Fulani pregnated, they claim to be a job. That is why when that man come and tell you you have a judge that speak by Esia, have Fulani that speak by Esia, they consider themselves as a by Esia. These are the people they're planted to use, and they're the people who, most of them are people that the idiot recruited, create some foolish, lazy guys that want to. They don't know what is the importance of fighting for future, fighting for tomorrow. The only concern of their self-interest. You fight small because you fight small just for a few years, you are tired. You fight for a few years, for a few years, you begin to complain. But there are people who have been fighting it for many decades now, carrying the bullets.
Lies out of the conflict. So or not so. That was how Tinubu has been. issue of Boko Haram, if we have talked about Boko Haram, it's not from the South now. I am coming now. Let me forget about Boko Haram now. We brought about the Yoruba politics. Now, Tinubu and the Yorubas generally carried what happened to them and went to Kaduna and met them in Kaduna and begged them that we have to put our head together. Look, sir, let me tell you the truth and find out. At a point, the Yoruba, being humiliated under Jonathan, were even considering to cut off and put their Oduduwa Republic. But they realized if they do that, the Igbos were completely in charge of finance, civil service, security, and everything. If they can't do that, exactly, I'm coming now. The Yoruba now, it didn't benefit at all. I'm coming, yes. The Yoruba at the point, the Yoruba intelligence at the point realized that if they cut off, the Igbos will finish them. If they stay as it is and Igbo continue ruling, they will be completely finished.
These are the things that these are the how they polluted the mind of Yorubas. No, Yorubas said they are the one who coined all this nonsense and put it in the mind of the Yorubas. This thing he said here now is what he fabricated and put it in the mind of Yorubas, and some of them gullibility accept it. You see these people, you see Fulanis, and especially this gentleman. You see this gentleman. Hey, if you can see, if you can read people's mind, if you can read people through their countenance, you know this man is able to decode. This man, hey, this man is dangerous than Buhari. This gentleman, very evil idiot.
Yorubas. Who are the judiciary and lawyers are Yorubas? Who are the civil service are Yorubas? Today you can't find any one of them. So or not so. So that's why the Yorubas say, even if we want to leave this country, we must get this power out of the hand of the Igbos and reposition ourselves. You know, never really benefited from that Jonathan too much. I like it. Hey, well, we have the calculations of it. We agree. What can he do? He must now. He must. He wouldn't do that. He must. He knows that we can do it. He must deal with us. So that was why the Yoruba said no. Whatever it is. So what I assure you, let's keep on praying for President Buhari. Okay, we have learned our lesson. We have been in our area here now. They pray for him. We have learned our lesson. We pray for that and even our daughter. No, to tell you the truth, the northern people, notwithstanding the presidency, honestly, the trust at least of the southeast is finished. And
my people, before Jonathan took over, and who are the reason why Jonathan took over? The woman that caused it is she paid with her life. That is a brave woman. A brave woman. A brave Biafran woman. She paid. They use cancerous poison. The same thing they give to Akredolu. And who are the people carrying that cancerous poison? Fulani. That was why before Jonathan took over, the way he took over, who are the people who have been ruling? He said they have learned their lesson. The people who are supposed to complain are not complaining. You have been in charge of that system for many decades. Dangote today, all of them looted money. Money is that Dangote, they don't Dangote. They just Dangote as a head. I know that is 2022. Either 2002, 2002. Dangote was rated as a $2 billion. Or $1.2. Suddenly, Dangote catapulted to $22 billion as net worth. You know, who is that person? Even if he's a moron and imbecile, you give monopoly among 200 million population, of which Dangote product the highest consumer, the Igbo cement, which cement is in land. The one of Ibeto, they close it. They use useless Obasanjo to close it. Idiotic Obasanjo. Close it. Because Ibeto bring the price down. Some they will not tell you all this, so any good thing an Igbo man do, they will not publish. The one that will flag it, the one they fabricated to dent the Igbo. Ibeto bring the cement down. Because this is what is in the land. They conspired. The price Dangote supply cement. Dangote cement. But the price cement is sold in Biafra land. In fact, is half of it is what it cost in Uganda and other places. The amount you used in building 1-story building, and you use in building 1-story building, I mean, you use to build 1-story building in Uganda. You only use it to build 5 rooms when it comes to Biafra land, because building materials very cheap there. Cement is very cheap. Dangote is the one supplying them. They monopolize everything, just like finally they built. You see, the people are seeing all this game they are playing. We are there still support, come to talk trash, because that's what I'm telling people. All these morons that call themselves the British, ignore all of them. Don't ever see them as cheat, because you don't expect them to speak. They know the truth. They only sometimes when they want to, maybe they see that the enemy the people, want to come after them, they will compare this. Expect more of them, because now the idiot that say he want to be in charge of security, he'll be using he can withdraw anyone withdraw their security they used to guard. Now he will tell the person, before I release their security, look at what you will do. He may tell them to come and speak against, or come and insult Igbo people, come and put shame to Igbo people, come and change Igbo people, come and rub us in the face, come and speak against Mazinana, come and speak against what we're doing. Don't be surprised. He will give them the option for him to give their security back, and they will do it. So if you're a Biafran, what I'm telling you all this is because some people cannot reason. When you see something like that, you begin to talk trash. You begin to talk to their tone, to insult the people who are fighting without knowing that they are being called, that something is happening. As I said, who shared that picture? Why did they take that picture and share it? What is the intention of the person who shared it? Hey. So expect the more tomorrow, because now he control the security. And you see the market that above with the close, Shetima is behind it. They want to continue, they want to make our people to be economic down. And remember, like I said it here now, let me say it again. Now, one of the problems our people have is that they don't take the word before as long as you are not famous, you are not a big man, you are not a white person, you are not rich, you are not this, they don't take your word serious. But I want you to understand that the people Chukwuoke will use to destroy the wicked are the common people. That's the one secret I want to tell you. The people Chukwuoke will use, that is the expiring date of every lies and every evil. The people Chukwuoke will use to expose and bring those to an end are the people you commonize. And if you keep neglecting their words, you'll be a victim. If you keep neglecting their word, you'll be a victim. That is what I want to tell you. When you hear the truth, forget about who the word is coming from the man. Just analyze that in the person. Tell you if it's the truth. Apply it. Forget about where you, because if you can do that, you will help yourself. But if you are trying to know the source, how you reach this person, what is the social status of the person, which motor they ride. These people see that frantic motor on anyway, they don't know anything. In terms of intellectual reasoning, in terms of critical reasoning, they lack it. So if you are following them to hear from them, they will mislead you because they are slaves. And I know what I want. I know who I am. I can never see them as anything, as something. They disgust me. They are nothing to me, because that money they are carrying up and down. What is the essence where you cannot speak against those who are killing your women and raping your women and children? So what is the essence when after that money you go and need that for a fellow man? What is the essence? That you call yourself big man, but your women are being raped and killed, they are being kidnapped. You don't devise anything how to protect your women. So how do you want me to see you as something? You are nothing. Those who are doing it are those who don't float their money anyhow. So that the people are regard. So I can never give, because I say every time, I say it again, if they keep you, keep dog. If you keep commander chief priest and keep dog, I will choose dog. Because if your dog knows his owner, when he want to come attack the owner, dog will put up a fight, serious fight. So he keep please keep dog, I will choose dog. 100 million times. This is on social media, I'm telling it. If you keep him, keep dog, I will choose dog. No apology.
Listen to me. I am coming. I am coming. I am coming, please. Listen to me. Not that they have to help themselves, gentlemen, please. We don't need anybody in this country. They help themselves. Let me ask you a question, sir. Let me ask you a question. Between cars, industries, and human beings, who are more in number?
Pay attention here. Pay attention.
Not number. I'm not talking of population. I'm talking of economy now. I'm talking of cars, the motors that we drive, yes, and industries that we have. Yes. If you put them on one part and you put human being on the other part, who are more in number? Cars are more. Cars are more than human beings. Good. Two. If you put fuel and food by the side, which one is consumed more? In food now. Good. And we have food. So people are actually helping themselves. Let me tell you, even in Yoruba, let me tell you what they will do to you. What Oba of Lagos said that
pay attention here.
We are pushing them to the ocean. Most of these markets that are banning in Lagos, look at it, they are even dominated markets. You get me? In fact, some Yorubas were telling me when I was in Lagos last weekend that it is we, the Northerners, when we are in charge of Lagos as federal capital, that open room for Igbos to come and dominate them. And it's over now. And it's over. All the businesses Igbos are doing, we are going to bring it and do it. You get me? Fashola for the past 5 years have refused to approve any industry, especially pharmaceutical, to Igbo people. Find out. You are right. You get me? So the Yorubas in these 4 years, that's what we are telling ourselves. If we in the North want to be useless again, let us speak. But the Yoruba people in the 4 years, they want to control their land completely. That's why Buhari have to sign that Lagos is going to be given special status. We are going to have a kind of semi-regional system. Lagos is going to have special status. It means nobody again will control Lagos. The indigenous of Lagos are the ones that are going to control Lagos. They can form land policies. Do you get me? They may decide to say, you as a Yoruba man in Lagos, you will pay 5,000 naira per annum for a land. As China Naira is. Me as a house man, I will pay 10,000 naira. Igbo man will pay 1 million naira.
Wait here. You see, you refuse to call a Fulani man. If these people, when they attack you, if you understand them, you know that they don't. You can never associating with them. It's better you associate with. You go and look for that person. They call that if devil is there, they go associate with devil instead of associating with them. Okay, you see what they say here. I wanted to say here, talk about first of all, not giving license for farmers. So I want you to connect it to what is happening in Bogu. Again, look at what he say here. Lagos to control by the indigenous. Those who are controlling Lagos today are they indigenous? Can you tell me that is the indigenous of Lagos state that they the one controlling it? So if they are the one controlling it, then you know that. Right, but go and check those who are controlling, who are in charge in that Lagos now. Then you understand whether you are being deceived or not. The man coming and saying that when the time comes, he can never see a Yoruba. If you see a Yoruba person, Yoruba cannot have any say in that Lagos because some of you fail to reason. The people they are fronting that say, "Oh, they are Fulani fathered." Fulani fathered. Some of them see that they claim Omoiko, and some are from people who Tinubu imported from Guinea, where he come from. Okay? And let me tell you something. When the time comes, those you see in Lagos, as one India people, they have their portion, that's one family. Lebanon, China, Britain, France. The godfather of Tinubu is from France. Okay? If they can destroy that resort, that Igbo man spent how many $1 million to build? The number of building road, they destroyed it without compensation. Then what else do you have in Lagos that they will not destroy? onye want yanoro. Only want yanoro. The only person you see in Lagos when the time come, this time in not more than 2 years, we see that the half property that stand there is a Fulani, I claim Igbo, the like of NGOZI or Abu Fulani. That are the people we see that they have their property standing in Lagos. The same thing Yoruba people, who are Yoruba by name and Yoruba by spoken language and misbreeds. Okay? And you that own Igbo business there, that's Igbo market, what they do, they will set everything ablaze, that market. When they set it ablaze, they will rebuild it. Then when they rebuild it, they will put Fulani there. Then that thing that business you are doing in that particular market, they will Fulani will start doing it. That is what is coming. Yes. You are lucky that Biafra government have invested heavily to establish Bank of Biafra, and I'm keep saying it. No Nigeria bank that is more well structured than Bank of Biafra. The only difference is that no physical structure and no banknote yet. That is the only thing. But in terms of digital banking, digital economy, or digital currency, Biafra, Bank of Biafra is there for you. All you need to do is to convert your money to digital currency. Invest, you cannot give free, invest in IOU loan. Dan Teriba Manano. Teriba Manano. You want anybody like Lagos, you have this advice. When all check the advice from the mouth of their whole line, those people looking at Nigeria. All check out this advice come from those people who expect Nigeria. Yes. You want to agree here, but you are not going to be there. That Allah. Ya bro, so I for this on Kinedino. Only one way you listen, can you know? Emma and probably be Bingala family give. Can forfeit those ones. Let I go. I'm an Biafra. When the Biafra government will fight to restore to we fight as a government, even if not all, at least to get something, because it will be government to government. Let me tell you something. Any Ghana property person that owns property in Lagos, and the terrorist government dare not to touch that property without compensation. Because there is law, there's continental law or international law that guides properties. But why you cannot do anything now? You are in zoo, you as a Biafra man, who are you going to? Where are you going to fight your own? You go to the police, those who are doing it to you are in charge. You go to court, those who are doing it to you are in charge. So you see why your own is very, very pitiable, very pity. So all you need to do is to more so he make another shit. Those that knock their house down during last year. If you told them that time to convert it to money and you support Biafra defense forces and kill somebody, they will insult you. Now they lost everything. Some even lost everything and lost their life because they smuggled them and dumped them wherever they are alive. We don't know. Biafra government will fight for you as long as you have that. Even though whether they knock those things down that time, and they knock it down, and you have the documents. But for you to be waiting that, instead of you to wait for that time, you better keep it now because just like in the north that time, some people should carry rule herself 4 decades. No one cares like 500,000. I want to check it. You want to agree. So I want to get more. We get to break it now. Kitana belong people which had the buyer. Now they go with a guy invest in Bank of Biafra. If any bank is liquidated in Nigeria now, who are you going to hold as a Biafran person? Is a question. On one in abroad, you are banking money in Nigeria bank. Well, our government spent a lot of money. Simon Ekwesi today, President can have this vision to prevent for your interest, and they sacrifice everything to establish Bank of Biafra is for your interest. And if you are somebody that is reasonable, you know that everything about Bank of Biafra is solid, because we have a lot of enemy who are monitoring to see any loophole or anything illegal in what you are doing, to use the avenue to bring you down. You know, so that kind of enemy motivated the government to make sure that everything is according to the law and everything was solid. So if you are sensible, you don't need to doubt anything. Okay, your money is safe in Bank of Biafra, and in terms of value, that is Dashi. Have you heard that Biafra coin depreciates? Last time we see how it appreciated a little. You never depreciate, they cannot. So all these things, some of you cannot reason to the board without to tell you, but something you're supposed to know by yourself. So you actually community. If you wait to make you hear it from the people or those who think that they know, why those people you are looking at don't know nothing. If you're waiting to hear it from them, that is my message.
So now, unfortunately, again, the attitude of the Igbos have made the illiterate northerners who have not gone to school to realize that, I say, they are powerful. They are the one who gave these people land to stay. They are the one who give them food by the power of God. They are the one who accommodated them by the power of God. You get me? Since Igbos can turn around and humiliate us, look at what they did to us. Those people that
what did they do to you? What did they do to you? Because they voted for Jonathan. Is that humiliation? What did they do to you? Because they voted for Jonathan, and you have been handling the system for a long time. You did nothing, despite all the sabotage. Even this man, everything about Chibok gear, mastermind by this man, from A to Z, from everything about Chibok gear. This moron here, Chibok here, this when he was governor, his brain behind everything. He plotted it, he executed it, just to sabotage Jonathan's government. Despite that, the sabotage, his government remained the best. If you can say that anything is the best in the Nigeria system. Okay? And why we're blaming him? Because of his delivered mind. He delivered too much holier than that, delivered too much peace for those who don't want peace. It's nonsense. Peace cannot be enforced. Peace is when you give justice to those who deserve it and punish those who deserve to be punished. Peace will take place. Peace cannot be preached or enforced. Some things you need as an ordinary mind, without looking face, to have something done. That is why somebody who is weak cannot be a leader. A weak person cannot be a leader. Okay? You want to do good, all the whole thing you build for them, to please them. Yeah, did they see it or anything? Even look at what the man telling me here that does benefit. Say yes, they have no option. He must. He must. They benefited more than any other people. Yet they're the one complaining. Look at how they spend money and build fine schools for Maji. Yet you think that they see you as somebody who is doing nonsense because they deliberately want the people to be a Maji. And I'm telling my people today, you see how what happened in Jam is a message. Imagine when Fulani is Commissioner of Education. What happened in Jam is a message to tell you that if they succeed, you can't go to school. You will be the worst Alamajiri. It's a message, if you can reason.
Do you understand? Do you know that they picked them one by one? They were not moving in convoy. They made some of them to bring their units.
Lies, baseless lies from this man. Everything lies.
The president and tell him that, look, if one person is still among these people, I'm telling you, no Ikoma will come out of Kano. That was how they released the Hausa people from Jigawa and Kano, whom they selected and arrested and called them Boko Haram. Two, you are in Nigeria I'm in Nigeria. Rochas was actually brought up in the north. But it is in his own state.
He's not brought up, he's a Fulani man, he's from north. He's not an Igbo man.
We don't trust them. They are on their own. Let me tell you this. They are on their own. Nobody can deceive us again. We are wise. No, what I'm telling you is that Rochas was he's running to Sultan. He didn't know Sultan has no significance in this government. Even last 2 days he was in Sokoto. He didn't know that even Sultan has no significance in this government. He was in this north. It was Rochas state. Imo state that they started saying that Hausa people must have ID card to live in that state. Yeah. Can you hear me? They say Hausa people must have ID card to live in state. Yeah. Until when we mobilize our people there and say, okay, in that case, all Southerners must live north. Then Jonathan now realized that there was something going on. You say, no, these things have to stop. So are we mad? You get me? Count every 5 shops in this north. 4 shops are owned by Igbos. What is Igbo's contribution in the economy?
Let me say this. Is there anything, let me say this. Is there anything, let's be realistic here. Shetima, you are only a fool who subscribe to IOT of what you're saying. Let's be realistic here. Is there any benefit where people benefiting from the presence of the Northerners in Igbo land? Are they paying rent? Are they paying electricity bill? Are they, rather than they find one place, they stay there, committing a man of crime, that one place is all of them. Just now that the Hausa people are beginning to gain their sense right, they're trying to separate themselves. If they take one plot of land, that one plot of land, before 1 year, it turn to 1 acre. It turn to 1 acre. They will be kidnapping in low quanta. If anybody believes that that 70 score, whatever, and body, security of body, they tell you on media is what is funded, that means you are a moron. That 70 they tell you, turn it down 70 times 2 into 70 times 10. Yes, minimum 70 times 10, just times it. That's times it like that. Then what he give you? But I'm sure it's more than that. For the governor to do Uti and so come and tell you that it's found 70. Do you believe that 70 is what they found there? As somebody who has been in that system to know how they roll. You agree that 70 is what they found there? What? Tell me one thing and we are benefiting. Tell me one upstairs you will see. One hospital, or one school, or one hotel, or one factory built in the east. They tell you that is owned by a Fulani man or Hausa man. And he employed the people. But our own people in Iran, they contribute to the economy. The economy you generate from our people in every state in the north at number is a higher percent of what people of the land in the north. Adamawa state cannot generate money that pay their workers, and my local government is more than other Adamawa state in terms of structures, in terms of population. When my local government have 9 towns. All the number state 9 towns, and that 9 towns, my town is 3rd largest. I say this oftentimes here in this thing. It's a first hand. Whenever I'm saying anything first hand, I say it with every confidence. Something led to that. This police officer, we come friend, is from north. He's not an Hausa, I think he's from another tribe in the north. In that my town, that is 3rd largest. This man has not moved quarter. He has not moved quarter of my town. It's just from where the police station is situated and my own village and where my brother is getting married. Just those 2 places you go. And that is not up to quarter of my town. You ask me, is this one local government? He jump off of mind. See, if we are to be not, it will be 6 local government. I said, when he realized that he has said what he's not supposed to say, he kick you. He said, "Tell me next time we see. He move. He start his bike and he move." Because that thing that happened led to we became friends. I don't mention we became friends. He was sergeant then. Okay? So when I come to analyze it, I say, oh, this man has not moved just for 2 villages from here to my place to here, to where my brother is getting married. He said it was supposed to be, it will be 6 local government. So my town alone may be up to 10 local government in the north now, or more than. Then if you calculate the 9 towns that make up my local government, which my town is the 3rd largest, then you will know how many local government will be in the north. Then, when they are giving a local government 300 million, according to them, equivalent to mine will be getting nearly to 4 billion annually. You see how they are getting the entire revenue, and they destroy alcohol, they destroy their VAT to pay to run some states. Without the economy, they're generating for our people. They know some north cannot be able to run their states. How much are they generating? Are they paying electricity bill? They don't pay. That is why this moron will be talking. And they use the infiltrated blood they put as our as politicians in our land, which started. Otherwise, the somebody like Russia is supposed to be a governor in our land. Is a Fulani man. That is why all his charity this thing are in the north. And he admitted. He's the only one who admitted. He's a Fulani man. Such person is supposed to be a governor in our land. And you see they will use them to stage some certain thing. They will use them to stage some certain thing, to use it as an avenue to give excuse. If you go investigate that issue of giving ID card to the northerners in the Imo State, if that is the truth, if you go investigate it, you will see that is something that orchestrated to use it as an avenue for something to future. Just that our people don't analyze things. That is the problem. Because you feel that you can feed yourself, but you don't know that there's something that will happen, that your money then will become useless. So, and if you want to see that thing that will happen, allow them to put Sharia in your village. Then you see that the lowest planning will control you. That your money will be useless.
People have cheated you, unless you are not buying spare tire, it's spare parts and tires and medicine. So or not so? You get me?
Moron, today you're a moron. Sir. You are conversating with a fellow man, he's dominating every conversation, putting words in your mouth. Morons everywhere. Cowards.
That we cannot do it. Now the plan is, drugs now, no Igbo man will again sell drugs in this north. We are going to bring it from Akano. Drugs are brought by air. They are going to open a massive coolers, rooms in Kano, and import it all north, and maybe whatever want to buy, come and buy from Kano. No Igbo will sell drugs again. We are tired of all this nonsense. We know how to control our places, the way they control their own. What we are saying is that we are all Nigerians, but we are going to learn what they are doing in Southeast and do it in the north too. Simple. We don't have ancestors back. If Buhari today, as president of this country, want to buy land in the east, he will go and negotiate everything. Tomorrow the chiefs will come and tell him that ancestors made them yesterday night and said they should not sell the land for them. So we don't have ancestors, or we are betraying our. We now, our ancestors have told us that we have been careless. That's why we suffered for the past 6 years.
Because that land, you never take it to build something. You have never built something meaningful in our lands. You only to use that to put your ruga, to use that to start committing crime. Our own, then you build something that benefits, they employ you, your people. Yes, because that's your own. Realize that you are not buying it because you want to do something meaningful, that but for the day to cause havoc to the people. And evidence are there. Yes, evidence are there. And what they're doing now, see what they are doing in the part of the north and some middle belts. Fulani will go and attack people. They will kidnap people, collect ransom. The people will go and gather, borrow money, borrow ransom, They will no longer have everything again. And they will not have no option to sell their land. And among Fulani, who is they will always have someone who pretend to be part of you, who is part of them, or who is communicating with them. They will use that money that you use as ransom to come and still buy that land from you. So in all these things, the land still belongs to you. We are going to teach them lesson that all that game they play in, anywhere they play it near our land, because that land they will buy tomorrow after collecting ransom for the people, kidnapping them, and make sure they don't longer have anything to do instead of selling their land. The land still belongs to the people. Fulani did not bring anything. Fulani have no land. Okay? And the note you see today is not going. Don't worry, I will share that report, illegal report of 1901, 1902. You see that the note you see today are more than one country. So instead today are regarded are referred as country. Then in that report, country they're not one. There is a different country. That's why you see that big landmass. Okay. Fulani, any place Fulani go, people will become desert. Desert no longer anywhere they enter, it become desert, become a coastland. Evil people, lazy morons everywhere. The worst lazy fool, corrupt criminals. In all manner of evil thing is what Fulani is good at. No wonder they're in charge of raw materials research center for 30 years. They achieved nothing. Anything evil is what Fulani is good at. Nothing good.
It's a very fast thing. I'll move forward. No. I will cannot. Your society is already adulterated. That's why, to be honest to you, let me tell you, to be honest to you, we never wanted Buhari in this novel. We wanted Congress. Yes. We want that. If it is Congress, the primary, will have defeated Buhari. Listen to me. Hey, you know the Tinibus are called prepare Buhari because they are really cry. Can you hear me? Because Congress will have solved this North-South problem for us within 6 months. In Kano, Congress gathered all the Igbos and told them that all these drugs that he closed, all those fake drugs they are selling in Kano. They know him now. So that's why we wanted Congress to be the Igbos made in Abuja and warned us after the election that they were the ones in charge of 75% of Abuja is their own. They should be giving ministers. Can you imagine? They go and say this is the government they want with their rule and everything. People say no, he cannot be governor. Haba. In somebody's land. Haba. The arrogance is so much. So 10 years ago I warned it. I said the Igbos are building nation within our nation. They will engage us within our nation and reinforce from their nation. That is exactly what we saw during the tenure of Jonathan. Immediately we voted Jonathan. What we did to Jonathan in this north, Igbos in the north, their chiefs, gathered and came to Aso Villa. To the glare of everybody on TV, they say it was nobody that voted Jonathan, but the Igbos were the ones who voted him. Did you not hear that one? Did you not read it? In our own level, people say we didn't vote Jonathan, it was they that voted Jonathan. Before elections again, they gathered themselves and came and met Jonathan, met in Abuja and said that they are directing all Igbos in the north must vote Jonathan. We don't mind. Let them vote anybody. But can you do that in the southeast? They stop us from even voting. Let me answer this. Amina wa alaikum salam. We call the thank you. Can you hear me? In the southeast, all houses in the southeast were prevented from voting. Find out. Yes, find out.
This is you say this man, you will say find out. Just that people will not. Can anybody believe this? Can anybody believe this? This man is very so this thing was even muted, sorry. Oh, sorry. I don't even know that I muted everything. And where my hand touched here. Okay, let me start from where I was playing before. I just came back to see that it was muted.
The arrogance is so much. So 10 years ago I warned it. I said the Igbos are building nation within our nation. They will engage us within our nation and reinforce from their nation. That is exactly what we saw during the tenure of Jonathan. Immediately we voted Jonathan. What we did to Jonathan in this north, Igbos Igbo's in the north, their chiefs, gathered and came to Azobila. To the glare of everybody on TV, they say it was nobody that voted Jonathan in the party. Igbos were the ones who voted him. Did you not hear that one? Did you not read it? In our own level, people say we didn't vote Jonathan. It was they that voted Jonathan. Two, before elections again, they gathered themselves and came and met Jonathan. I met in Abuja and said that they are directing all Igbos in the north must vote Jonathan. We don't mind. We don't mind. Let them vote anybody. But can you do that in the southeast? They stop us from everybody. Let me answer this. Amina wa alaikum salam. We call the thank you. Can you hear me? In the southeast, all houses in the southeast were prevented from voting. Find out.
You see, do anybody believe this? Why is this man now? Every time here and I see, whenever they want to instigate, he'll be using Hausa. Oh, if anybody doesn't understand these people, I'm telling you, that is why when I see anybody who is dancing to their tone, I see the person as a fool. Whenever they want to instigate, they use Hausa. No longer Fulani. You see all this, all the conversation is in here, Hausa. And they have already come out to say they're no longer Hausa Fulani, they're Fulani before this audio. But whenever they want to instigate, they use Hausa. You know? Can anybody believe that trash that Hausa people are forbidden from voting for in the East? That does not exist. And all this nonsense is saying here. Even when in 1950s, when Ahmad Bello made that comment he made, all these things we see today will not be happening. There was no genocide. To tell you that is a template they are playing. So all they do is that they will orchestrate a situation to justify their evil. Okay? So this is a template. So anything they say here, whatever they say, does not exist. So you ask yourself, that video that Ahmad Bello said about Igbo being, dominated, what was then? Who was in charge then? Were Igbo in charge of the system was running by Britain. Then Britain run the system, and the Britain held the Igbos, not because Igbo do anything, but they see Igbo as obstacle to their agenda. The same thing that is happening. So when I see anybody who is a Southerner, a Biafran that don't understand the game being played, and because of nonsense, you are inability to reason, you're dancing at the tone, it disgusts me so much. Because this is why Igbos are taking these bullets, is because they stand to stop their evil, their agenda. And when you see that people that the person will are there to stop your agenda, your evil agenda, then they will instigate you against your fellow brother or neighbor that's supposed to come together. That your neighbor will then see you as enemy. If people have not learned lesson from the Gowon and Obasanjo and the T.Y. Denjuma, who sabotage Ojukwu today, upon all the people they fought for, look at the life of their people. People in Benue are running in their capital, not village. In the capital, they are running, not village. Fulani is chasing them in the capital city. So if you have not learned, that is your own. All I know, I put it when I see anybody whose claim is an Igbo person or Biafran person, regardless of name you bear or how local you are in spoken language. If you are working against what we're doing, I don't see you as a saboteur. I see you as an enemy. Yes, who enemy? Who is the same Fulani? Who our enemy? I don't see you as an Igbo person who is sabotaging me. I don't see you like that. Because if I say that you are sabotaging, you are as an Igbo person who is sabotaging me, no. You are not. You are doing what you're supposed to do as enemy. Okay, under that nomenclature and spoken language to receive the gullible. That's why I said our people stop seeing this woman, stop making a comment referring her as if she's a Biafran or she's fighting for Biafra but sabotaging. When you are creating that impression, you are making it as if she's a Biafran. You know, she's doing the thing supposed to do as enemy. as a Fulani who can never support you in your fight for freedom. When you see it like that and direct your comment like that, it will help the gullible and the strangers who may listen to understand. But not for you to be commenting as if she's a Biafran but sabotage. No, she's doing what she's supposed to do as enemy. I don't expect any Fulani person to come and support a Biafra freedom. No, I don't expect. So that is what I see her and anybody following her now at this juncture. And my message to those of you who are sitting on the fence, this is my message to you. When you enable the demoralization of the gullible ones who might perhaps, as I'm in platform, and there are those who are following me, and anything that I share, they share it. Not some of us who are in space here. There are those who are, whenever I share, they share it. They are listening to me. They are waiting, but because they like to hear from me. There are those who are like that, you know. So also all of us here, there are those who follow you because they get information from you.
Can I say something because of this?
Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead.
Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. Please, because of what you have touched now, I want to pass a message to Dadio Olamma and Biafra Unite, because he was, and she is still defending him. There is nothing like independent journalist. If you are with us, you are with us. If you are not with us, you are not with us. Being independent journalist, that will make you to tackle or to attack the government, which is what Ada does sometimes. How can she say, yeah, I'm independent, so anyone that does good, I will follow the person, maybe I will retweet or post what he or she has done. Tell me what that woman can say that will be good. What good will that woman do? Nothing. Then, if there is anything that you see that is not good in the BRGIE, what will you do? What should you bring it to the media and talk about it? Why can't you talk to APM? If you don't have access to APM, why can't you go to through information minister or through the deputy or through any other person that is in the government? Why should you come to the media to attack, to say it out? You are a fool. You are part of them. Anyone that does it, you are a part of them. You are not part of BRGIE. Full stop. Enough. Enough is enough. Thank you. That's what I just wanted to pass. Let them send it to Adadi Alama and the other people. Adadi Alama is doing well, but that aspect that she is exposing anything that is not good or supporting someone that is not that is doing it, anything that they saw as
Thank you so much.
negative.
Your point is well. Yes, your point is very good message. There's nothing like I want to stop anyone that is too good. We don't have two parties, and we are not divided. So that statement is trying to create impression that we are divided. That we are not divided. What you see is enemy. Okay, we are not divided, and we are not in a sovereign state where you have different.
We're no longer hearing you.
Everything. That your opinion may not matter. Now, when your opinion will be matter, when we have a sovereign state where everybody entitled to opinion, wow, what we do now is the templates we are following is what you follow. Okay? Because we have one direction. We are not yet a sovereign state. Okay? So when we are sovereign state, then you have different parties, then you can say your opinion, you can come with it. But this time around, as long as what our charter said, that our charter is what we are following. Or by law, that is what you follow. Okay, you saying that you want to be a independent journalist, you are a moron, you are an enemy. That is rubbish. Okay, and we have no two parties. You don't say if this one do bad thing, you say yeah, this one do bad thing. You are the one creating that impression as if this one, you are the one even validating this moron. I don't know, sometimes people claim that if they are sensible, they are not sensible. And that the other man need to be cautioned. She lacks some critical ability to reason certain things. She may be doing good work of us. Sometimes the things she succumb to or the things she uttered is deeply sure that yes, she's not yet acquainted in what is happening. She still need to be tutored about what we're into. Okay, this is a liberation government. Okay, this is not a sovereign state.
Can I come in a little bit again, please?
Go ahead.
Like the other day, our sister in Kiruka went to her program and she taught them a very good lesson. You know, this woman is somehow clever to some people, you know, some people that don't have knowledge of anything that we are doing. You know, that was why that she did what these people, DOS, did that time. When they came in, they said, stop listening to Simon Ekpa. That was what this woman did. She said, stop going to BRGIE program. Stop listening to them. So that is why all of them, they don't know anything. They don't even know that when such thing happens, what you have to do is you listen to both sides. It will help you to know the ones that are saying the truth. But for me, I didn't need it because I know where I stand. I know what is going on. You know, so she made them not to know the truth. When Kiruka was speaking in that program, she was very thankful and she said, "We never knew this. We many Biafrans, we don't know this. How can you know it when you were the one of the people that destroyed the struggle, destroyed the liberation? Now that you are trying to make it good, even when you are being cautioned, you don't even want to listen. You just want to do whatever you want to do. You know, it's not. It doesn't work like that. No, you need to be open, to be tutored for you to understand what is going on." She said, "Yeah, I will give you a platform. Please, can you come? I will call you." When Nkiruka just told her the simple truth that anybody in this struggle should have known, but she never knew it. Okay, take for instance, if she don't know it, is it her foolish? You mean those ones that are foolish that are following her? Is it? Are they the ones that are going to know it? They won't know it. You see, she should be open to critics. Then everything will be normal. She's the one that put us into this thing. Then let's see, continue to bring us out and be open to accept critics. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. You see, let me tell you something. When our information minister said that Biafra media, they have rules, they have some, they have standard or they have rules, and because of some of them, they don't want to follow the rules. Okay, not everything you say. There are things you cannot say as a big media, which is supposed to be so. Anybody, no matter what, anybody that's come to speak ill of the government, if there's anything you see, you know where to report it. But for you to become an editor, you are a saboteur. Yes, there's no government that is perfect. Okay, and for you as a Biafran, it is how you carry this government, is how the strangers will see it. If you see anything that is not going well with you, you go. If it's against our bylaw or against the bylaw, against the charter, you know the channel. You don't come say you're independent nonsense. Independent nonsense. Independent nonsense. Then if you're independent, you stand on your own. Don't speak anything about BRGIE. That means, unless we regard you as an enemy. Yes. That is why I'm telling people there's something to, for example, somebody, maybe this person is a Biafran, but let it take money and sabotage. But somebody who is not a Biafran, who is a Fulani, don't stop seeing her as a saboteur. No. She's doing what she's supposed to do. She's the enemy. When you see her as a saboteur, as if she just sabotaged, is a Biafran. So I don't know if people are getting my point. She's not a Biafran, and she can never do anything for interest of Biafran. Everything she's doing is what Musa is telling her to do. Okay? To be able to ridicule all this nonsense when he come and begin to speak. Some people refer him because he's not. No, it's not a matter of intelligence. She knows what she's doing. She's doing all this thing to ridicule the Biafra government. For those who don't know that she's not a Biafran, that is the enemy. She didn't do this thing to, when a stranger who don't know, who is not an insider, who don't know what is going on, see it, she says, this those who are for Biafran. That is what she's doing. He just already called the government. That is her, what she's doing. She knows what she's doing. She knows everything she's doing. Okay? So that is what it is. She's not a Biafran. She's not she's an enemy. The only person you call it that is sabotage is when your own take money to betray you. They call it sabotage. But a stranger, enemy, who is doing what they're supposed to do as the enemy, it's not a sabotage. Okay? So it is the only person who is your own, who is supposed to stand with you. Perhaps the person fall out and begin to work against you. You call it a sabotage. Yes, but this person is the enemy. I can't see any Fulani person now who is doing something against Biafra. I call it a sabotage. It's not a sabotage. He's the enemy. He's doing what the enemy is supposed to do. And that is how you see this woman. When you see her like that, you'll be able to understand, be able to move on, be able to pass the right message to the people. Okay? She's not sabotaging, but she's doing what she's supposed to do as an enemy. Thank you. Is anybody want?
Come on.